see the hope. I know you know your best side. Do you wanna shine with me, shine with me? Do you wanna shine with me, shine with me? Do you wanna shine? Can you be my fantasy?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I forgot I had a new camera. Oh my god, it's so stuffed. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. I'm late. I'm so late. Yo, 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 it's a new camera. What up, what up? I'm so late, I'm so fucking late. It's already started. Guys, don't panic. Hold on, 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 hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We are, wait, why is it, hello? Guys? Guys? Oh, why is it, there we go. There we go. Is it better? Alright, we going. Boom.
That's talked
We are back. We are back. We are so back. So back. Also, I can't hear anything. Why can't I hear anything? Can you guys hear it?
That we just witnessed.
Can you guys hear it? Is it too loud?
Smarter to that this time.
I don't know how loud it is.
Oh, you got to pick one.
Which one? Pick
you gotta pick one.
Point.
Yeah, you probably hear it through my mic.
Oh, both.
Yeah, you probably hear it through my mic. Hold on.
Honestly, yeah, they're both kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Better?
They are pretty gas.
Is it better?
Wow. A lot of Ospas fans here, huh?
Alright.
Oh.
God, I'm missing it. I'm missing out.
Wait.
MIBR or EG? I go for EG. Dude, the EG skin looks sick. Wait, MIBR skin looks sick too.
We've given you guys too much power.
The back and forth. I mean, that's how this game has gone so far. It has been quite a bit of back and forth. It looked like EG.
Yo, 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 what's up?
With the comeback.
Been a while, it's been a while. Chat, what's been a while? It's been a while. How y'all been? How you been? How's life? How's everything? What's up? What is up? What is up? What is up?
Some site executes of their own.
Alright, we watch parting VCT because I got permissions. I got perms.
But it's just an early knife. As soon as that knife was thrown,
anyways,
instantly went to make pressure mid.
Let's see where we're at. Where we're at. EG versus MIBR. It's 8-10 right now. What team am I gonna be rooting for? I'm rooting for EG, low key. I do like ass pass, but
they can't see that. They're gonna be splitting it.
We got our the goat. Ooh.
Icy's surrounded. And Ye's gonna try to leave
some
of that and try to hold them back, but he can't stand either. Ultimately falling.
My goat Derek is on EG.
That's a beautiful call, and that's off of a smoke that we haven't really seen mid.
Yeah, and that's that's
Oh
one
my
way to
god.
not get
I'm
picked
also
off.
eating
Have
food,
AGL
so this is
being
gonna
the
be my
forefront. So even if there's an operator from
cocoa melon while I eat.
cheeky little off angle, you're able to pick them back up after you get that trade. A great call after the tech pause and a great change of pace for MIBR. They kept getting first blooded on the slow
turn it up
defaults. This
tiny
time,
bit.
getting full aggro. Full side exec onto A with that split. Derek
Ooh.
will take out one, but
Derek, my goat, please.
There's no time.
Cook something.
Surrounded.
Oh, Nature.
One big
Wait,
thing
Nature
that
has
you
to
were
flank.
mentioning is on the other side of this timeout, we have to consider what the call was, right? And how things are influenced like that. And again, my eyes go back towards the IGLs. We're nearing the end of this map. That's getting really expensive.
yeah,
Wait.
the damage done from EG.
That's a
Something
lot
I
of
probably
damage
should
to
have
them, and they
mentioned,
have
but it's
their
never
eco
too
is
late.
fucked. I mean, not the eco, their buy is fucked on the MIBR.
They win 2 in a row now, so they're kind of chipping away at the economy of EG, but they're still sitting healthy on this next round. That was an awesome
Wait, how did
from MIBR. Great call. And now it's something that EG have to worry about. This is why you see Potter taking a timeout.
how did Icy get picked
She
off the
understands
first
that
time?
there has
The
been
first
a change
half.
of tempo in MIBR's
I was not paying
attacking
attention.
side. How are you going to deal with that?
So, is my speaker facing the right way?
Be a little bit more dialed in, maybe a
I'll watch
little
all
bit
of it
quicker
here.
on re-clearing that mid information once it's gathered, once it's denied, actually, I should say, from MIBR.
Because I don't want
That
to put
one
on
smoke that we
headphones. I'm
saw
too
go
lazy.
mid, Superman and Derek stuck behind it, not ready to rotate in time to help out the A anchors.
So, just Con, are you
gotta be worried. Okay, is there
are you at
fast
Jules' place? Why are you on her
Outside of
account?
MIBR?
I was wondering what you're up to.
Or do they re-hit mid, right? Do they continue to hit that split? It's tough to tell. Again, EG just trying to hang on to this one-round lead on a map that
TikTok? Also, what's up,
MIBR
TikTok?
picked, a map that
What's up, YouTube?
EG also has shown
I'm on
proficiency
Twitch
on.
mostly,
A map that
so if you're
MIBR
seeing this, I'm
fantastic the
on
attacking
Twitch.
side.
But I'm mostly paying attention to Twitch chat.
Ospas, the back-to-back
But thank you for joining in on the live. I'm watching VCT. Live react.
As we go into this next round, it is going to be a heavy A and mid approach once again from MIBR.
I'm going for
Three
EG
members
here.
This time for EG.
My
They
goats.
want
And then this is Ye's comeback
to see main
too.
control. That knife can't quite connect. The back to
But Derek's my goat.
Doug.
I watch
There's a lot more space
Derek
that EG have taken
religiously.
towards mid, so this is a perfect adaptation to that. Remember how they were crunched?
Hmm.
This time they take the fight to A main, but Chinum's trying to keep them back. Yeah, the spike's on the ground, but he's got to realize there's a lot more threat behind
This
that
is crazy.
smoke. A fight on multiple fronts, and it's gone the way of MIBR once more.
All up to Ye at this big moment.
He's got to connect on this, but again, Nature pinching in now, a 2v3. They haven't been able to find their way out. Yeah, they're at a numbers deficit, but the clip runs dry at the worst possible time.
He's going to get spammed behind this box. 26 HP.
There's nowhere to go.
Player standing.
Oh, what gone wrong there? What could have gone
Proactivity
right
from
there?
EG trying to
But hey, what
isolate the
happened?
main fight. Nature
What could've gone wrong?
meeting up with
What?
Ye, kind of bailing him out in that moment when he ran out of ammo, but the pace and the pressure that Ospas and the rest
Oh, okay.
of MIBR are putting on EG on these
Damn.
splits.
He ran out of
Looks to handle
bullets out of that
Ye.
last clip too.
missed
He
a
could have killed
crucial shot on the players that were flanking.
who's Cypher?
And
who's
that made
Cypher
the
on
numbers
that?
game an advantage for
Corteza.
MIBR.
He could have killed him.
Economy finally
Nice
worse
try,
for
though.
wear for EG, and MIBR have a chance to amass a lead, get on match.
This is lower brackets, right? I'm pretty sure, right?
No mid smoke out from the attack.
I haven't been paying
People
attention.
split here. They're just going to try to fight towards A. And Aspas again
Oh.
with Shinum.
Bro,
Just
wait, what is
devouring
happening?
Evil geniuses.
And Nature heard in mid as well. It's a dismantling of the defense right now for MIBR.
We tried
Fighting
fighting
fire
for
with fire
the.
is not going in favor of EG. And it might be too late.
tried
to fall
fighting for
back
A,
on
but then we got-
something safer.
the entry for A, and we got fucking pushed
MIBR
back. What
flirting with
happened?
11.
They're just
EG's
fire
line's
stacking
not
you
gonna
guys
be
now.
great. And so barring a Thrifty, we're looking at MIBR likely on map point.
Exactly. It's going to be so difficult right now for EG. It's going to be an uphill battle. They have Thrifty
It might be,
in this
and then
half, though.
Corteza is lurking up, trying to get some
A little bit
of
of
the last
going
people.
on, but slipping right past
Oh,
by
right, trying to save their guns.
remaining two members of EG. And it's so difficult right now if you're Nature being the IGL.
You've got to be careful. Again, the weapons are everything.
Nice.
And so it seems like, unless Noswork can do something about it, the smoke and
What?
the rifle down.
Oh, man.
They're only going to carry one into the next.
That's brutal for the IGL of EG, Doug, and you want to know why stuff like that happens. I mean, 9 times out of 10, he probably gets that kill in any other situation, but the fact that he has been iced this entire half, MIBR have not run into Nature whatsoever. Nature has been playing Retake Simulator for the last 4 rounds.
Wow, 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 wow.
He's not dialed in order to hit that shot. Keep that gun into the following round.
Insane.
And look at the implications of that. It is going to have to be a force up by Icy, light armor and knives. Less than ideal.
And they're taking the fight mid.
Yeah, you can't shoot those knives on that rope.
Oh, what a shot!
What a connection.
Hangs onto the rope for dear life, stays alive.
Yo, Icy. Yay!
Another as well. Full numbers.
Wait, we didn't even get to see the fucking shot from Lei. What?
Cannot let this one slip away.
Come on. Damn you.
MIBR still in a position where they can try to fight this out. Still plenty of time, still plenty of money.
And with both initiators down, EG right now have to set up these cross
I'm, like,
plays
locked
they're
in.
doing. Play full retake on a site.
Ooh, scary. Ooh.
Bookshelf keeping these two apart.
Literally
Contact
across from
right
each
there.
other.
That one way going up as well. What's a
Icy, do not peek. Please, for the love of God, don't peek. Ass Pass is looking in your general direction right now.
No peek, and so Aspas is going to get away.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
they're planning B, guys.
going into B.
spike. Look at the ults right now from the side of EG that they have. Perfect for the
EG
retake.
has ults. Okay.
Should they choose to invest them?
They have
You think
to
they're gonna
invest
use any?
in Such an important round win.
Shenum is really
Oh, they're gonna push in. Oh,
Can't get a pick without it.
Nature's gonna get picked. No, no, the chokehold. They're adult. Oh
Lives
no.
now gone. And round likely lost.
And Abyss just slipping right through the fingers unless Icy
Whoa.
can be the hero for EG. But he can't do it all, and what a blunder. I understand you want to hold on to those ultimates. Maybe go for the map win.
Please.
Sometimes you just have to secure it out. Not checking corners in the heat of the
Yeah, there
moment.
was a nice pick when they got, and they, oh, that's how Ye got him. Okay.
To put EG in
So
such
this chokehold here,
advantage into this round.
that one.
The spacing not quite there. That Vice ultimate could be used very early on to make sure there's no guns used. How did they let that one slip away, Doug?
That's what we don't forget. No time to think about it, though. Right into the next we go.
I also gotta stop cursing. I gotta stop cursing.
EG
I'm gonna try my best not to curse. I've been cursing. Fuck.
And you're right.
What?
The pie's
God damn it.
great. Deep smoke in. Artsine first.
And they're walking up. This is something that you have to do against all this Vice utility. That lands on both players at B.
Okay, they're going
The
B.
Q, because now all that Vice utility
Nice,
is on.
nice, Derek.
A great pick on the flank, though. So now EG, they don't have to worry about that for the rest of the half, rest of the round.
Remember the ults. Nature has his instantly used.
That's past the blind. That's past the blind.
Gonna try to survive here.
Oh my goodness. Eee.
Missed a step. 4v4, the Cosmic Divide keeping them apart.
Wait, the Cosmic Divide.
Barely on the other side.
Oh
No fight
my,
to consider as Nature will fall.
It's working against them. It's working against them.
He's nowhere to go. Nothing is safe.
No.
EA caught out with utility. Superman's gonna have to be a hero again.
Come on, Superman.
Try to pull
If
it
anybody
on
can
his
do it,
own.
it's
He's
Superman.
not being afforded an opportunity. He's not being given a fight. The tap of the spike.
Nah.
It's right into his
MP.
death. EG, they let this one get away, and MIBR capitalize.
Artsine had no.
All good, all good, all good. It's just one map. We just gave what first map? We just gave first map. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Absolute disrespect. What a madman. Jumps through the Astro wall. Gets a one pump shot.
It's just the first map, man. It's just the first map.
Finds the timing on
it's just the
Daye.
first map. Like,
So much work on that B post.
it's fine. You know, it's just the first map. Like, you know, what? There's no problem. We can win the whole match. We have second map on now. You know.
Any chance of bringing this series back?
Yeah,
Let's check the VLR.
tough because
I missed out on some of it, so
Memory serves
Oh,
right. This is
it's
the
not-
third map
it's not out yet.
that gets away from
Oh.
them when it probably shouldn't have closed.
Abyss, Nexus, Split, and then Pearl. I'm pretty sure we got Split on deck. Split for sure we got on deck.
In this map alone, that we're just giving away for free. It's mind-boggling.
That's a tough
Superman with the 2K, 5 2Ks. Oh my god.
Cortesia had an outrageous map. We will see if map 2, excuse me.
Jesus Christ.
Tells the same tale. We'll be back shortly.
Insane. Derek has 2, okay. Oh, wow. 4K, 4K. That's my goat. That's my goat. I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure EG got this in the bag. Damn. Damn. 25 and 16. Superman was carrying. Holy crap. Derek too? 42% headshot rating. Oh my god. Damn. That's all good. Abyss was just a bad map. Bad map. At the end, they won like 6 in a row, but it's fine because we had Split, you know. Wait, where's my Spotify? Sorry. I need to grab my Spotify real quick. Grab this. Alright. Grab that and put that over here. Intros. There we go. Okay. Let's see. That's my music. How come my music is not? Can't hear it.
Cause I've been overthinking about you. So faded, I'm ready to risk it on you. I got you in that pocket. I feel the rhythm rocking.
Oh, I can't hear it.
I can make you love me again. Get you high and drop you again.
Twitter? Shall we check Twitter?
We both know the way
For the memes? Hold on. Let me make sure.
like it.
I haven't used Twitter in a while. Because Twitter would be crazy. Especially with all the shit that's been happening.
I need you to come move. I can make you love me again. Get you high and drop you again. We both know the way that it is. Don't fight it. I know you like it. Can't control myself when you dance. Get you high and drop you again. We both know the way that it is. Don't fight it. I know you like it.
Oh shit, they're talking. Hold on. My bad. My bad.
Play. Can you be specific about what you mean?
Not too much, but a lot of elements based from FPS, and also the comp doesn't allow them to have certain info on certain things. So for us, we know that if we make pressure, certain gaps are opened and left to be abused. So for us, it was more of just exploiting some of the way that they like to play their defense, which is great. But also, you know, not everything is perfect. So I think we found the answer to how they play.
All right. Well, I appreciate your candor. Best luck on map 2.
Always a pleasure to hear from Coach Fraud, who broke it down there for us. And, well, I mean, look, guys, that was absolutely beautiful from MIBR. EG had so many opportunities there, but Emily just felt like the big important part was that MIBR never lost faith in their system, just like what you heard Fraud say there. They knew where the gaps were and they knew how to exploit it.
Oh, for sure. I think they should have had, like, I don't think that game should have been as close as it was. Their defense, I think they were playing it really well. They were playing super proactive, taking that early space, pushing off of pressure further. If it weren't for like EG pulling those clutches out of a hat, I think the game wouldn't have been as close.
Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying, Emily, and also picking back to what Fraught was mentioning before, just understanding some gaps that they could exploit. So if you're looking at it from the composition that you're running a Vice and you're trying to be more active and proactive on placing your walls and your trips on the post scenario.
I'm a Sen fan.
So you saw in these beginning rounds where
I will always be a
EG
Sen
continued to
fan.
push towards his B
Always.
side at the beginning.
Sentinels
Then
fanboy
EG continued to
here.
push towards the A side all the time and just keep them locked in this point where you
Actually, speaking of Sentinels fanboy, let me show y'all something.
If it wasn't for these clutches that you're currently seeing here from Superman and also from Ye right here, it wouldn't have been a 6-6
being a
half.
sellout.
This potentially would have been an 8-4, a 9-3, even if EG won first pistol.
And I think that is the big thing to take away from this, right? It's not.
If you haven't already, I would like you all to buy the Sen bundle, please. For the love of God, please buy the Sen
MIBR
bundle.
wanted to hit that win button, they did so, and they did so with authority.
I appreciate it
in the tail end
very
of
much.
the game there, Emily, where
I'm not
EG was
sponsored by
trying to
Sentinels,
take
but
the space,
hey.
trying to get into the face of MIBR.
If this is the only way for me to prove y'all
and they were
I'm
just getting shut down. What was the difference maker there for you?
I think they were just winning more fights, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like, I
straight
think,
up.
buy the Sen bundle,
Like, did you
please.
see Aspas versus Icy
For the
there?
love of God.
Yeah. Oh, he was absolutely disgusting. And then also too, let's not forget another player as well, Emily.
fuck? Okay,
Cortezia.
Yeah, Cortezia,
My guy
yes.
was unreal. So yeah, we wanted to see him really shine here, and he definitely performed. What did you feel like were some of the shining moments for him in that game?
Oh my gosh, on defense, being left alone on that island and still being able to get his and more majority of the rounds. His really impactful lurk there when they were down, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was like 10-9 or
Yeah, it was
10-7.
10-7,
Yeah, 10-7.
something like that. That lurk was huge.
Yeah, the thing is, like, we have a classic EG where they get double digits to get to the point. We mentioned it at the desk, and
Also buy
suddenly you
EG's
just let it
bundle.
slip. And when the
Or all the
teams start
bundles,
to catch up,
honestly.
their
It
opponents
goes
are
to
starting
the
to catch up,
players.
they're not winning duels.
They need it the most.
But yeah, Cortezia moving through. We saw a round where even we wanted the right over here coming
That
in
round was huge.
new, and to get a double kill, a triple kill, and the players pushing through. That's what you want coming out from your newcomer from Cortezia.
And honestly, I was really worried about the momentum there, MIBR being down rounds, but the fact that they're still able to come back into the game, close it out, but despite losing all those clutches, despite losing both pistols, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and now we find ourselves with an MIBR up in this series 13-10 thanks to that win on Abyss that they managed to lock down. So now we get ready for Split, and I'm quite curious to get your guys' take on this and where we are as far as, like, you know, where the meta goes and how things feel. What is your take for Split as we get ready?
We haven't seen it yet from MIBR, but I'm expecting to potentially see Aspas here on this race. But for EG, not to change anything, to still come out here with a chamber and try to have that head-to-head duel between that, what we talked about at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, couldn't agree more on that one. All right, folks, well, let's go ahead and hear what Potter has to say as we get ready for map number 2, and we'll keep the conversation going.
Here with the coach of Evil Geniuses, Potter. Now, that was a map that kind of ran away from you at the end. When I spoke to Nature earlier, he said you have a very specific game plan. With the map results and with your reliance on kind of clutches and hero plays, did the game plan really work?
No, it didn't. It didn't. It did not work. You know, we had some individual mistakes. It was a very slow start for us, which is odd because this is definitely one of our favorite maps. We just got to lock in. We've got to lock in for map 2. This entire series, actually, a lot of the maps are a lot of fun for us. So I hope we start having fun in maps 2 and 3 and loosen up a bit.
Well, do or die. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Look, I'll be honest, Coach Potter, it's hard to have fun when you got Cortezia out there just absolutely owning. Aspas is diffing everyone.
Did I miss Leviathan versus G2, or was that was that yesterday? I'm pretty sure that was yesterday and I missed
where,
it.
you know, you were really hoping, Emily, to see
But I did watch the
EG
Sentinels.
really find those kills and find those moments that they did in that first half. It just wasn't coming. But now we're getting ready for Split. We haven't really seen much out of this, but Do you think we're going to get some Teo? Do you think what kind of compositions are you interested in?
I'm definitely hoping to see a Teo Breach combination here on Split.
Yeah, and I have
I'm also hoping
seen
to see
the
them
Sentinels
bring
match
back Chamber
yesterday.
onto Ye,
Of course, I could have
see
missed out,
what
but I
Ender
forgot
was
to
raving
fucking
so
stream
much
it.
about in that pre-show. I want to see the Ye. I want to see the Icy duo.
Yeah, Chamber, do you think that happens?
It definitely should happen. I mean, we saw it before. They pulled it the last time they played against Loud, and it was another one of those games where they actually did have the lead, and then unfortunately let that slip where I think Loud brought that and won it in OT. So that is going to be another very tough matchup here for EG, who do manage to pick up this map. But the thing is Potter was mentioning that game plan didn't work out as anticipated on that first map of Abyss. I think it's also just very similar to just EG in that style. Under the heat of the moment, they lose those fundamentals, not clearing corners. For example, when they played against Loud as well on Pearl, the 1v2 is something that Nature could have won at the same time, but didn't pay attention to the time that was left. So making sure that they stay calm in these situations to be able to close out those moments, and they're not able to do that in the last few series.
Yeah, the fundamentals, especially at this critical juncture in the competition, it's going to be so important for our teams to focus on here, especially for EG as they're close to facing elimination here. We're going to take a quick break. Map 2 coming up right after this. We'll see you on the other side.
Let me see what Derek said. Man, I'm pretty sure TG is gonna take the map too, and then probably the whole game.
Welcome back to VCT Americas. We are locked in between EG and MIBR. They just took away MIBR did map 1, and yes, it was their map pick, Dre, but
we
it
in.
does feel like it was taken away from EG. And again, well done on MIBR to be able to do that.
Yeah, and this just
Do I
seems like
full
a
screen
story
it?
for this
What?
EG roster. They get so many advantages, not only in the rounds, in the map, and they just throw it all away. But MIBR, they're not a team that's gonna just let you make these mistakes and not maximize on them. So they took full advantage of that, and this is very interesting. We haven't seen time. It's a double duelist on this next map of Split.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. And I mean, when was the last time we saw Artscene on that duelist role as well? It was last year.
And we're getting the chamber for Ye.
Yep. Iconic Jet
Chamber
versus Chamber.
Oh shit.
We live for moments like these. Oh my goodness.
How do you?
Yeah, I see on Raze.
What does
Derek
he
on
need
Sky.
to activate Ye?
You almost want a mask where
Oh
you're
man,
playing.
that makes sense. He's an initiator.
The attackers into the op, especially when you're on the defensive side. On the attack, what we saw already.
Oh, it's on
today was
Split
taking a
too.
lot of that
Wait,
aggressive
Chamber
space,
on
so trying to take
Split?
those 50s, which he'll have plenty of chances to do against this.
Well, no, that's pretty good.
The question
think.
is when we flip the sides, how are EG gonna deal with?
Oh, wait,
the
no, they're
defensive
cooking up something.
aggression
What are they
of the
doing?
duelist?
It's going to be a lot to weather, but the question has to be answered.
Double
For now, though, I think
duelists.
again,
Instead of a double
go back
duelist
towards-
on
go back towards
EG,
Ye.
and they got double sentinels.
Presence made from MIBR
Right?
towards mid.
No, that's one sentinel. It's
Yeah,
double
rifle wall
smokes.
towards
Oh
A,
my
very
god.
Common one that you see on Split allows you to kind of contact up. But I love where MIBR are playing. They're playing ahead of that wall to take that contact
surround matters
possibility away.
the most.
So even if the wall's toggled up and down, they don't know.
Yeah, and
Hey.
a couple swinging on those angles as well, just in case.
Okay, we're attacking mid here.
with the chamber.
We're
But
getting-
Ye's
we got-
actually all the way pushed up B.
Cortez is tagged.
Just now
Ye's
making a
tagged
little bit of a
too,
fight.
but oh my
Show
god, he's
somebody.
super tagged up. He's gonna go for the heal with from Derek.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably attack mid
Does
from
have
here,
that
right?
line opting to go full utility.
Yeah. Yo here.
Power the sky. Nothing to heal up.
There's
Cortez
two on
the
A side.
But
One's vent.
The re-clearing from MIBR, they understand.
We're gonna
that
push up mid again.
likely most of these members are
A.
geared up towards mid.
I mean, they've taken so much space away. Again, this spell's disaster.
We need that kill from Cortez, man.
Want to alleviate some of this pressure.
He's
because
running now.
They've been fully corralled in.
Oh, nice
Cortez
pick.
not able to find the
Okay.
success he was on
Nature's
Abyss.
still lurking.
Pick up right there.
He has to know that someone's here.
Doesn't go the way of nature.
And they got the
Not ready
pick.
for it.
His
Oh, we're going
hands
B.
betrayed him.
Okay.
Given away, and now EG in this weird.
Okay, they have to commit
They're gonna
here.
throw a smoke
Wait.
towards B, but then try to head A, and it might
They're heading
work.
A. They're heading A.
Almost in a pickle right there. Time is running extremely
come on.
low right now.
EG,
10
come on.
seconds, Doug.
Noswer could
You know
end
that
the
one
round
should be
himself.
screens.
Let's
One
see
should be
if
screens. We know this.
Icy
We know
goes
this.
super,
Nice.
Not choosing to take that fight.
Main. He's going up ramps.
Still work to be done though. Artsy sanding the shots.
Oh,
Icy falling.
oh my god, bro.
Disastrous for EG. Superman, he can't clutch this time around.
And he.
MIBR. The way that they just moved around the map on this defensive side, constantly re-clearing spaces where EG was.
Man.
And Cortezia in mid, getting that kill onto Ye, and then getting out of dodge. Yeah, he gets picked off by Icy, but still he bought so much time for the other members of MIBR to formulate a plan
Yeah.
on how they're going to retake this. What a nice flurry of trades as well.
It's a great shot up from our team there.
We could have gone differently there. We could have gone differently.
I think one
think
thing that we haven't really
maybe-
touched on, but I wonder how it impacts preparation and things.
I think Ye should have stayed in the garage. He could have pushed out
Has its own
and waited
flavor,
for because
right?
Astro was gonna
Its
push
own
out,
brand,
and
its
but
own-
then he
its own
hesitated
spice,
and came back.
This is now the third Brazilian
Group up.
team in a row EG has faced. So they're getting through the gauntlet.
I think their weak point is definitely Astra.
This feels like it's just.
They
a
only
little
have
too
one
much.
smokes on the enemy on
This
the
MIBR, they've been so
MIBR.
prepared on this map. No footage of them specifically, so all the time to prepare, all the time to anti-strat. And another pick onto Ye.
Oh
But a good
my!
trade this time.
Good trade.
That could be an upgrade too. A Guardian in the hands
We got a Guardian now.
Betrayed by the toes.
Yeah, not a good angle. To be peeking into nature. Trying to be
Good.
distracted,
That's a good
but I think
bonus.
it's gonna be a
Fine, we got one.
for hard scene.
We got one. We got one, guys.
And he's one off of that showstopper,
Yeah.
dog. He's having a map. It's like he's been unleashed. He's like, oh, I get to play Duelist again?
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this moment.
He's having a good time with it too. Again, 6-0 from him so far.
And you kind of wonder if it's one of those things where it's like, he's like, yo, Frog, trust me, bro. Let me play the Raze on this map, man. Let me do it. And if he can't pull it off, Frog's just like, okay, you're back. You're back on initiator duty.
Hey, it's working so far.
Yeah.
Again, 6-0 from him. Still has that.
He's
judge.
6-0, bro. You gotta shut down this
A target
guy, bro.
not connecting though. But again, the help from Nazar's perfect.
What?
And what a punish on that default. For MIBR, Nature. He will lead
Okay.
the score, this time winning the head-to-head against his
Wait, how did
counterpart.
Superman get picked off?
But look at the mini-map. Look at how far Shenum has pushed up in
That's
the
so
team.
tragic.
Yeah, Bucky.
Oh, he TP'd up top and then he got picked off
A lot
by
of info. Nade traded though.
Derek. Not Derek.
Yay. He gets all that space
MZR.
on the ramp. The rest of EG just waiting for any type of contact play being made. A good smoke. Heartscene able to reposition, get closer up with that judge.
And again, his reposition there takes away the possibility
Okay.
of contact up ramps into ropes.
Yeah, the way that MIBR have been
He knows that ass pass is up top.
side.
One is still sight. One is still sight. One is still sight. One is
A
still
little
sight.
bit of off angle here from
Ye's lurking.
Nas.
Ye's lurking. And he's
gonna win
dead.
the head-to-head against Ye. Ye falling again. Not really able to get anything going in these duels.
The timing almost feels a little disjointed, right? Like Ye was really far up A. Meanwhile, they were still kind of stuck up mid. They hadn't
No,
really made
behind you guys.
now Artzine
Oh my
with
gosh!
the judge, and now on Pop looking for another target. Icy jumps over
Oh,
it.
I was about to say,
He's able to
bro.
punish him back, and Nature helping.
We
now they
lose
can go back
this.
towards B.
It's our buy round.
This would be the
Ooh.
bonus for MIBR if they can pull it off, and Shenum's in a really good
Oh,
spot to
okay.
do so. But Nature extinguishing that threat. Nazar with 3 on the round. Icy by himself. He was the catalyst for the possibility, but now he has to push it over. the
Wait,
finish line
he has
himself.
timing. He's timing.
Thrust into a position to deliver for EG. What a disaster this would be. MIBR's already gotten into half. They've got to smoke to conceal a little bit of that pressure. Nazar's just going to stick it the whole way. There was no answer. That's the bonus for MIBR.
The duo pulling through. Full confidence in that stick.
No
And a
comment.
perfectly
No
timed
comment.
smoke from
No
Osmox.
comment.
Yeah, he loses the 1v1 against Icy, but he bought more than
We
enough
lost our
time
buy round though.
for Fuse to come through. But again, you are completely right. It was disjointed. Normally, when you're going for those,
Why did we keep going A?
chamber, you wait for the main pack to make all a ruckus. Take the 50-50s. It's something that we saw MIBR do very well on the last map.
Yeah,
They came back from a 4v5. MIBR confirmed.
I think we know that the
bonus.
Astra plays
Now
B,
EG are
right?
left to their devices with this scrappy.
And I don't
line,
think
they're
the
fully
smokes,
investing
the
into
global
this.
smokes from Astra
They have 3 stingers.
speak really, really fast, right?
Oh,
I
wow,
tripping.
always made a,
Am I tripping?
including that one, the big one.
Oh, nice pick.
It will connect.
Good ult.
Artsy now down, but
At TP.
No heaven smoke.
he's able to
Doesn't
get
matter.
Wait, there was no heaven smoke?
back, though, from
We have 2 smokes, but no heaven smoke. What?
And now the spike planted. A position here to try to turn the tides. These are retake
Come on,
attempts.
Derek.
Got a little messy on a
Derek
base.
with a stinger.
EG have to play a lot more
Okay.
disciplined.
Yay's from covering the flank, I mean the
Yeah,
ramps.
the guns aren't in their
with
favor, but these close
nature.
up angles, the stinger can do a lot of work.
What can they do though?
For one pick and then you can accelerate.
Ooh.
That's the pick I meant. If you're MIBR, that's the one you needed.
Nice eco.
It's
Nice,
not
nice.
now.
Ooh.
Icy with the pickup as well.
Oh. Outlaw.
We'll get his.
In the hands of Ass Pass.
Party's over.
Yeah, he's going hunting. He wants
Don't give him 1v1s now, please. Please put up.
Certainly not enough
Guys?
time to win the round, but
Guys.
plenty of time
Guys.
to deal damage. Considerable one
Guys.
attack. Remember, the investment was a little weird here. Nature will carry a rifle over into the next, but that's all they can carry.
Yeah, a breath of life now for EG on this attacking side. A chance to get back into the swing of things. EG and Potter.
I mean, it was on their eco, but still,
through
that
the ringer and scrims. I've
you
been there
guys won the
firsthand,
eco, but
specifically
could have got
playing
weapons and
rounds,
just
forcing up
saved. But you guys
moments
give
like
him
this when you're in a
1v1s, and
match.
now you guys only have one rifle. That's not a good
and a showstopper was all that was
trade
invested.
there. That's like become even
Light
at that
armor on
point,
Ye
right?
and the op on mine.
Ops on both
Yeah, that
ends.
just becomes even at that point.
They're gonna clash right here in this A main.
Gonna have a couple walls and a couple of flashes to pave the way to forge a path.
Fake teleport, some conditioning done earlier. We saw Superman get punished on that default previously.
Taking a bite right out of his cheeks. Now taking a step back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just not safe.
Yeah, Aspas needed to run all the way out of there. And a lot of smokes used. Ye is already posted up on this angle, though. All that utility giving the advantage to Ye to take whatever fight he thinks Aspas is going to be at.
Both curves.
By the way, do you guys like this webcam better, or
Who's going to peek into one another? Yeah, he's so
do you
good.
prefer
at
this
reading the lines.
webcam? I think I like
Oh, he's moving now.
this one better.
Go.
Because this one I can use as like a full face cam when I go into just chatting, but
Pings it.
Crosshair steady. Yeah, Spots wins it out.
what happened? Why is Ye getting picked off, bro?
Are doing. Look at how much more aggressive Cortesia is in this position. Dodges the flash, not connecting. Icy falls. Trying to connect onto the train.
Oh my.
Away with 2. It's criminal.
Disgusting.
1v3.
Cortez.
The GOAT.
He's really
The one that can clutch it all.
Matches, man. They got rolled by 100 Thieves, but the bounce back against Cloud9, that's where he really shines. Superman, he has no time here. Getting sucked off of the plant into the nade as well. MIBR
so
off
bad.
of the pickup of Aspas' op. Convert that round. Cortesia looking snappy with it in mid as well.
9-1 from our team, but yeah, I think it was this kill right here.
It's so quick. You just know both players understand how each other like to maneuver around with that operator, what the rotations are going to be, but this is the difficult part of playing on land, peeking into an operator that's holding an angle already. Ye was waiting for it. He thought that Aspas would go all the way back around site, maybe give him a little peek right there, but Aspas is the one having the better read this time around, and
Time out.
honestly, having Ye's number.
Time out. We need to discuss here, guys.
2 and
What the
5
fuck is
for
going
Ye
on?
here.
Why are we getting picked off?
And on the last map,
Potter, tell
the stats of Aspas
get these kids in
against
the,
duelist
straight in the
device.
head.
He was 8-2
They're-
against Icy.
this is a lower bracket. We're out.
Doesn't
You know,
really look
we're
like
out
it's
if
slowing down
we
anytime
lose this.
soon as either. The only one that's even close to being even with him is Superman. But he's just on Omen, man. He can't do it all. He's getting punished on these defaults as well. MIBR and
This is the
Fraud
point where
specifically have done a
the-
really
the
good
Potter
job
action
of
happens,
prepping for
right?
how EG like to approach this attack side. Already punishing small things like Omen teleports, like where flashes are going in mid from the sky of Derek. On one player getting a 2K like that in mid, He knows the exact spot to play, understands the flash isn't going to connect onto him because it goes into mail. Artsine once again on that judge. Aspas.
You guys can't hear it. It's kind of picking up in
Switches
here.
up positions now in B main. Yay. He's at the other end of here, but only that chamber operator in play.
Let's play.
We're using Chambers ult.
How will the second round go? It seems like Ye's actually rotating away.
Yeah, he helps
On eco.
nature this
One by.
main aggression.
That pit is
Zero
going to
by
provide
on
an extra
from
layer
IC.
of complication.
Ulti used. Viper ulti used in mid.
And again,
Wait, they have double smokes
too.
too.
Waiting for Ye to
What's the
walk through his
difference?
angle. EG are gonna need to set this chamber up.
Oh, they have double duelists. That's why.
But with what?
I think the one
Have
send
to flash the
to know
corner, anything. Jump
is a good
spot.
pick, but I just feel like
Surely.
Chamber is
I
not the
love
pick.
that smoke, and I love that dog. They're going to back him off, but I think Shenum's in a really good spot to make the play. And there it is. Only one foul.
Good
though.
trade. But at least they noticed.
Staying
Good
alive.
notice, good
repositioning,
notice.
Tucking tail, staying away.
But Ye just gets dropped by Cortesia running ahead of that smoke in heaven.
They got the sight, though. They got the spike down. Weapons aren't great. Oh, both upgraded, though. Icy and Superman now with rifles in hand.
Surely you pop the jet knives on this retake.
Icy's in a really dangerous spot here. If he plays this card
The
right,
fucking
just
judge,
he
bro.
folds at the hands of the judge. But EG are somehow still in this fight. MIBR with the numbers advantage, however slight. But Derek cannot convert. Superman again. Forced to deliver for EG.
Oh!
He's gotten it down to one.
Oh! Superman!
The 4K in the Red Bull clutch for EG.
When his team needed him the most, he pulls through once
I'm
again.
telling you, this guy's the GOAT.
4 in the round, all headshots.
My Vietnamese hero.
Heroics like this if you're EG. It's got to be a team effort. That's what you're built upon.
Enemy remaining.
These headshots,
The
though.
Vietnamese Superman.
Nice. Let's go, baby. That's the father right there.
The Viet dad pulling through.
Bro, if he keeps playing like that, might need to call him daddy instead.
Whoop him.
God.
Wild.
Tell you what, I used to call him daddy.
Wild plays out from him. But Aspas
Fast
again
being
return the
bold.
tide
Y'all need
immediately.
to.
Blades aggressively across the middle of the map.
Okay. What do we do here? What do we do here? We're all mid again. We're all mid again. What is this? What is this?
Playing very slow.
We're contesting mid,
Mentality right now. for
right?
EG.
We're pushing through mid. We're nading vents.
That nade's gonna cause some problems.
We're gonna
Right
execute
this for as many
Fighting
problems
vents.
as Cortesia's
Right.
caused
Okay,
EG
they're pushing
across the
back.
middle of the
Nice.
map.
Now we have
Starting to
control
see some
over some
roadblocks
of heaven and some of
getting
vents.
to displace them.
Yeah, he got taken down.
How can we win
50
this?
Right there, gets
Oh,
healed
yeah,
right
he's
back up.
ballsy for this shit.
Back on that line with the operator.
Nice.
Cannon off too.
Good trade. Good, not good trade.
Seekers are
Good
gonna
pick.
push them back all the way down steps. Now you can choose to go A, where you've got Nature who's taking some space, or you can turn back towards B.
Wait.
Yeah, he's fearless. In
One
this
is on
approach.
site. One is on site. Venom is on
By
fucking
himself.
site.
Now the follow-up, though.
Shenum close by. Can play spoiler. They don't know that he's here, and I
They don't know
if
he's
this
here, bro.
The flash is gonna be so good. The swing is even
No.
better.
Down B.
Ye has to connect, and he cannot. Shenum with 3 at the
No.
round for MIBR.
And EG just drop like flies. Shenum, what an anchor. What a distraction from Nosware as well. That flash coming out.
Fuck.
Everyone looking straight there. Maybe not trusting Ye to hold that line for them. And Ye, he just can't quite connect onto that wide
That was
swing.
hard because they didn't know where fucking Astro was,
In his head
man.
right now.
I mean, it's a tough shot to hit on a tight swing back from pillar, but
Yeah, but those are shots.
Well,
he's
at that
known
point, you would
for,
think
right?
you would send one person
Especially
to
on that
main,
G.
right?
yep.
You would think you would send one person to main.
This game right now. Now Aspas had an opportunity for it.
If you're willingly going to push out a B heaven, right?
Quite hit the mark.
Like, I think the default needs to be happening here.
Ye doesn't want to play with fire, playing a very passive angle here. It's quiet across the board right now from EG.
Okay, we're defaulted, kind of.
Aspas
Alright.
with the shorty in the smoke.
Jump spots should be heard here, but a little bit of doubt. You see, Cortesia was looking behind his back, but with that Skydog clearing all that A ramp, he's focused forward.
Ooh. Okay.
He has single-handedly been the thorn in their side from
Dude.
this exact spot.
Oh my gosh. This time around, it is a 1-for-1 though, and now an upgrade. A way in for EG to maybe get another thrifty round. Yay, he still has a Vandal of his own.
Ooh.
Derek
Okay,
upgrades
come
to
on.
A Sheriff.
Okay. They got rid of our duelists.
Everything's geared up.
We got rid of one of their smokes.
Superman, he's gonna have to find
It's fine.
a fantastic timing right here coming out of this vent.
And he's going to try. The wall goes down and Noswer.
He has to wait. He has to wait for this A main
I think he heard Superman.
pressure.
I'm pretty sure he heard
Realizes
Superman.
himself. You're absolutely right. The wall goes up, and that should be the timing for them to cross. Noswer, again, ready for it. Sees it go up. Sees Superman fall. And now with 12 seconds left, they have no choice but to try.
Dude, this guy has a judge every game.
Oh man!
And it's again.
Every round, this man has a judge.
What a genius move from Noswer to put his
It's
back
so
into that
cringe.
box so he can't be seen from anybody potentially walking up A ramp with that Viper wall being up. And yeah, he's playing like a maniac right now. Cortesia is playing like a maniac. Let's just say it. Artscene has had a judge almost every single round on this defensive side.
And he's getting multi-kills with it every time, too.
And they're vibing, man. They're vibing. EG on the other end, I mean, it's...
That's
it's
fine.
not
That's
looking
fine,
too
you
good
know?
Over in that camp, man.
That's
Their
fine.
faces are not happy.
You just...
Oh, and if you're...
And he's just peeking through. He's just peeking through, bro. He's just peeking through, and then NZR is back there to back up. I'm like, goddamn. Like, whoa. What are we doing?
It just
We're just not
feels
holding
like
for him?
Something has changed in these last couple
We
of
know that
rounds
they
for
push out for a
MIBR. It
little
looks
bit.
like,
Well, no,
yeah,
they
got
push out
drafted,
mid.
but they bounced
We
right back.
didn't expect. Push out on A.
There was a lot of reason to be excited for MIBR at the beginning of the season. I mean, Artscene.
These guys have predicted it. This is like same prediction right
Of
now.
course, but they kind of
MIBR is playing
really feels like they
crazy.
found their footing, though.
Yeah, it's so weird because against 100 Thieves, if you were to look at that
But
match, you were like, oh, they have a
I think we could
lot to work on. But the
they've been working,
turnaround
man.
and how quickly they've been able to do it is what's most impressive, right?
They look like a different team here.
And look, I'm not saying this map is over by any means. But
I don't think the map is over.
MIBR's composition, let's just put it on paper, it's favored on the attacking side. You have the double duelist to go.
I feel like EG's comp
I do think
needs like there's some loopholes, there's some holes in there. I feel like their team
good against good.
were put into like
here again,
a very fast rate, so it's kind of like
at least keep it
they
competitive.
haven't been had enough
And this
time to
feels like
practice.
MIBR are just set to run away with this
Yeah,
thing.
it can't be heroics that pull EG.
I mean, they
over.
did pretty good on Abyss
It
though,
needs to be the overall
against
team play. We're just
MIBR,
not quite seeing it here.
but they still need a lot to work on, you know.
Maybe call it an off day, call it what you want, but this is an
Oh,
elimination
so
match.
they're saving guns, but I think Nature is making calls right now. He's like talking. He's talking.
MIBR will get to 7.
He's cooking something.
That off online.
Like,
Financially, you take a look on the other side of the stage.
Yo, look at
Not
that.
in a great spot.
What is this? What is this? Jay's help
Nice in
there.
that moment,
He
man.
was swinging by himself. He could have got a collab.
He had no chance right there.
Or hold an off angle, you know.
And so again, I want to go back to what you were saying a moment ago. This is an elimination match. This is also an elimination map, right? We're not talking about map 1 and there's time to, you know, we'll bounce back on map 2, this, that, and the other.
Second,
It's go time now.
second timeout blown. It's make it or break it for
Oh, this
EG.
is the second time out.
And Potter can identify that. As much as we've talked
You know
about
something? If it's the second time out,
where the duo,
the coach has to be
Shenum having
talking
his
to the
moments
players
in that A
about
game.
something,
It's
about their
really been
mistakes.
Artscene who stepped up to the plate here on this map of Split on this defensive side. He's 13-3 right now.
He's had a ridiculous
A
performance.
lot of kills with the judge, sure, but those are kills that tilt you. To be on the opposite end of a judge, we've all felt it in ranked.
Well, and also,
No, it's the worst feeling in the world.
and also, I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah, the judge is
truth
destroying them.
still
It's
right? Like,
literally
that's
running them
30,000
over.
Round wins, regardless of what tool is being used to get them there.
And it throws you
It's
off your
fine.
game because now, even if you're clearing these close corners,
Judge is doing judgy things, you
running
know.
in with the knowledge
Another
that,
hero,
okay,
2 hero
I'm not gonna
buys.
do anything. I'm
Oh, no,
definitely
they
going
saved.
down.
That's right,
And
that's
I have to
right.
rely on who's behind me to get the trade.
Right.
And the
My
trades
go
have not
Derek.
been going
It's fine.
the way
No one look at Derek's
you know, maybe
score.
some
No
players
one look at Derek's
losing some
score.
Trust in
It's fine.
one another.
Just unlucky game.
7-2 down. MIBR looking really comfortable here.
And a must-win round for EG. No timeouts left. You need to get back into this Give yourself a fighting chance on the defensive side. But look already, look at this spot that Artsine is at. This is one of those rounds where this spot goes unchecked. He hasn't played there not one time. Oh, he gets off the angle though. Off of that mid utility, off that mid.
They're gonna fight
Info
Garage here.
By MABR. It's a re-clear of B main.
Position given away. Toes exposed. Kill found
Toes
again.
exposed.
This feels like they're forcing heroics. And I understand the need to find a pick to make something happen. It's just not converting.
Oh,
Whoa!
Showstopper doesn't convert, but Derek will.
Meanwhile, Ospas has gone unchecked. That's a spike now on the ground. Nature striking at just the right moment. The second one will come through, and now Nature's left in 1v2. Spike out of hand.
1v2 situation. 1v2 situation.
Well.
For MIBR, though, their approaching is from different fronts, and that can either be a blessing or a curse.
It's going to have to be a
Come on, Nature.
from each.
This is your clutch moment. You got OT? Alright, and you're inside your smoke. Easy to win. Should I say the Molly?
And Nature switch weapons. He's now got Phantom he can work with. Playing on the other side of this. Hearing one, spotting the other, and the snap again from Cortesian.
NT. Very NT.
That's insanity. Just not low enough. The Viper's Pit not taking Cortesia down enough for Nature to just hit a little body shot, but he had the up on him. He had the up on them both. To hit a flick like that, we got to get that POV.
Cortesia is just on one. Bro, he's been freaking... He's the one that's
Phantom, wasn't it?
taking out all of them in like mid.
Sees him 1 HP.
He's been a threat. A lot, even especially last map. I kind of watched half of it, but I was watching, and Cortesia was like the problem for sure.
It's a lot of what we talked about in map 1, but it's rearing its head in map 2.
Wait, what is
as
this
well.
smoke? This orb.
Cortesia has been insane. Artsine is
what is his orb?
sitting at
He's
15
looking
and
at
4, and I think
the corner.
it's tough because
Wait, what is his
MIBR
orb?
are doing everything perfectly, and EG are struggling in every facet of the game.
Very well said, Doug. I mean, look
Oh,
at
that
this.
orb is
Even on
too
another
mid.
default, the paranoia is way too late. EG have truly crumbled in this moment, and they're getting picked apart by MIBR.
Oh,
Surge and
sorry,
Scout that is
bro.
MIBR right now is, I mean, it's perfect in every which way.
It's just completely fallen apart to the point where Derek is left in a 1v5, and he's gotten 3.
He's gonna have the ult.
Derek
He's
Ace.
invested here.
1v2.
Solo.
Cabbage.
He already got 3.
Both connecting. The spit. Oh gosh, if that was how he died. Derek still, again, has a shot. A slim shot, sure, but a shot at this. He's isolated it down to a 1v1. Cortesia's
No!
and he gets 4.
It's
But 4
okay,
is just
Derek.
not enough.
It's
Look on
okay.
Derek's face after that disbelief.
Oh.
You get the 4th. You feel like you have it in the bag. Everybody else on your team is
Cortesia is the kryptonite.
But it's such a tough ask. The fact that he's put in the spot in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so...
Such a shame.
It's unfortunate, bro.
MIBR sitting
That
at
could have been Derek's
9-2.
ace.
EG, we've already said it. They've been completely dismantled. Tournament dreams look like they've been
Yo,
just
where-
sucked right out of them.
Where are we? Is that the alley?
Not
That's
seeing
it,
any
alley.
type of
What?
energy over there.
No, it's 5 rounds in a row for
Oh,
MIBR.
okay, what's that?
Steven
We're
Head.
actually executing B.
It just looks so grim.
And it's, I mean, to be fair, it's not like they're not trying stuff.
Ooh, Artesian is
just
running.
nothing's working.
Artesian is running.
And it's partly because of some really good prep work done early on from MIBR.
Okay, we're
pushing some
baiting.
defaults,
We're
but
baiting.
also
We're baiting the
a
bunch so that we can win some.
dismantling of
Okay, I like this. I like this.
inside of EG.
I like this.
Paranoia not
I
coming
like
out
this.
for
This
ice
is
in that moment.
perfect.
I mean,
This
he's
is
just-
good.
He's left on an island.
Well, we know that.
Player in a ramp that's not flushed out at all.
Never mind.
Artsine gets another first blood.
He's going to have a shot at a second kill. too.
Nice.
The flash is nice, though. Artsine down.
It is a free A site.
Yeah, able to strike. The Cabbage is out. Going to give position away. Not
Oh,
for
he
zero
didn't
on
get a
the
pick
trade.
there.
I mean, Superman's out on site.
Got him
and the
low.
rest of EG's going to be able to join him. This goes without saying. They need this round.
They absolutely need the 9-3 curse. Bring it back for Derek if you're an EG fan.
They're in a position to do so.
Oh, but
He knows that Superman's in that corner.
Away,
He knows that
spotted
Superman's in
out
that
the room,
corner.
but
He knows
there.
that Superman's in that corner.
Nas
Superman
looking
is
for any
literally
window that
stuck.
he can find.
He is stuck. Stuck.
And again, time is a factor here. The spike has been ticking for a little while. Cortezia again, and now Shenum as well. When it looks like there's a window
10-2
in,
first half.
MIBR again just do whatever they want.
We're gonna need a miracle.
10-2 half.
We are gonna need a miracle.
it's a masterful
Big miracle.
show of a defensive side of Split. MIBR looks so impressive on this map. They've taken advantage of EG every step of the way. And even with that crazy clutch that we saw earlier from Superman, they didn't let it get to them at all.
I mean, they have such a buffer of a lead that,
Yeah.
I mean, even if it does get to them a
Big
little bit,
Cortezia
they have enough that they
popping
can fall
off.
back on. 10-2
What is he?
half.
How many kills he
staring
has
down
right
the
now?
barrel
Let me check.
of elimination. We'll see you
Let me
guys
look.
on the other
I
side.
mean, look, I'm not even paying attention to kills. The stats are just killing me right now. Derek almost got an ace. He went from 0-8 to almost having an ace. He has impact. Don't mess with him, man.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yo, who's playing after this? U10. Who's playing after this? MIBR versus AG and NRG? Oh, it's NRG versus Crew? Ooh. Ooh. What's my pickups look like? Oh. Wait, did I get most of my predictions correct? Okay, I voted for EG to win against Loud. They did. They lost. I voted Crew to win against EG, and they did. Sentinels won. Yep. Sentinels are playing tomorrow or something, right? NRG. I wanted NRG. I did not win any points from here. I wanted NRG to win.
It has
but
been all
Cloud9 beat them.
MIBR all the way here on Split. A 10-2 half, and they're now, what, 3 rounds away from surviving, from eliminating EG, and from keeping their Bangkok hopes and dreams alive. I think, we mentioned it, Dre, in the first half.
Ah, my pickums are not that
It
bad.
would be really good on paper. They stumbled
I'm
out
like
of the
at
gates
a-
kickoff. Does not look like the same team we saw earlier.
Yeah,
MIBR look insane right now.
I most definitely wrote them off, especially after that loss to 100 Thieves and in the
But-
manner that it happened.
But NRG versus
The way that they've turned it
Crew.
around in such a short span of time, it truly needs to be studied.
Okay, defense is our
Flash get,
Oh,
that was not supposed to stop there. Superman's still in a really good spot, though. He's able to get
Okay.
one. Yeah, does too.
good trade. Big.
Spike down B.
They needed the pistol.
We know
Seems like
this.
they're gonna
Split
be
is
able to
a
convert it.
defensive map. Wait,
This is where
mid.
the hurdles have been for EG. This is not the first time something like this happens.
Oh, yes, okay.
The trip catches.
We know he's-
Cortez just still gets the kill. The Spit trying to push Icy off the line. Nasr's getting it down to 1v2, but
You know,
he
it's
gets
fine.
his 3, so do EG.
yeah.
We want
was
pistol. We
pretty
want
from
pistol. I'm
Superman,
telling
a
you.
lot of whiffage
Defense
going on,
is
but
their map.
Sometimes you just can't connect on the satchels happening, and it happens.
We have a
Yay.
Sentinel.
He gets 3 into this round, doubling his kills
Oh
in
my.
this map. A nice shot right there,
That was a nice shot by Ye.
cleaning up house right at
Good,
the end there, too.
good.
But if EG wanted any hopes of coming back into this, they needed to win the pistol round. MIBR, they lost both pistols on the previous map.
Yeah,
They won theirs on the defensive side, so
yeah.
a chance now, a glimmer of hope if EG can convert this round cleanly.
Okay.
You need every advantage you can
Place
if you
the
want to make a
speaker towards
comeback
me.
this grand. And MIBR playing super slow,
Super slow.
running down that time right now, putting doubt in the minds of EG.
Saw the gun barrel, surely.
Just a little too fearful to take that extra step out, even with a teleport. And
Oh, good perk.
it's Icy that will get the
Got the
kill.
lurker.
Punish
No!
the trade right now. Uh-oh.
Here's a second lurker.
He's able to find a free one. Still hanging on to the classic. Meanwhile, the dog pushing Aspas off the line. That's another big kill out from Ye, who invested into the Outlaw this time around.
Teleport's ready.
They still have a little bit of space. MIBR do up mid. Ye had nowhere to go. This is getting very messy.
Oh my
It's all
god.
onto Derek and Superman now. Remember, this was the anti for them. Like, this is the round that they were supposed to be able to convert.
And cleanly, too.
13 seconds left. Derek has a lot to do here.
No, 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 no. We got equal. We got equaled.
A thrifty round win for MIBR. EG back on a broken bye, and I don't know how you bounce back from that.
MIBR played it so slow and methodical on this attacking side, even with worse weaponry. And Ye, the pressure may be unsurmountable, making huge mistakes, Doug, not reloading any of his weapons, getting stuck in a pickle, teleporting back. Potter can't even believe it. And she can't bail them out of this
Even
anymore.
Potter couldn't believe it.
MIBR have dismantled EG in every way. The gunfights, the strategy, utility.
Okay.
EG are looking lost right now, and they have to force into this round because of it.
And it's another slow, quiet round from MIBR. Very similar, very reminiscent to what we saw in the previous round.
Great discipline.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Crosshair's not right. Still connects onto Shenum.
Good connection.
A little bit more confidence this time around. And it's a stack for EG.
Gonna play on the other side of this wall. Icy not able to settle the shot. Superman will
The
fall.
flash got to him.
But Ye has arrived at the scene. He's already gotten 3 on the round. Popping his
Ye
ult,
heating up.
looking for magic. Playing committed. Remember, it's Aspas who's got the outlaw on the other side, and he will win that duel.
Again and again.
2v2 now. Icy with rifle in hand. Switching over to the lighter weaponry. Has 2 satchels. You imagine there's going to be a spark to go.
Yeah, he's gonna execute.
And there it is. First one.
Oh my god.
And instantly dropped.
Jesus, man.
What can Nature do? I mean, MIBR have such a good setup.
He does
here.
not
Aspas
miss.
is a little weak, but they have every single angle considered, everything.
Mm.
That's MIBR at 12. That's not just map point,
NT,
that's series point.
And that's the
NT,
power of the
NT,
double
NT,
duelist,
NT,
Doug.
NT,
Yeah, they're down
NT,
numbers.
NT,
Ye
NT.
does his best to climb back into the round, make up for the mistake in the previous. But it's just not enough. The overwhelming force onto the actual site. Look at that flash. Superman has no chance. So many targets jumping around his screen. And Aspas just doing Aspas things, baby.
That's done. Quick break.
11 and 8 from him. Again, our team 20.
What is that camera angle? It's just him literally gaming.
And so, the last attempt, the last hope for Evil Geniuses.
It just feels like with the way that MABR have been playing. There's no way EG have a chance into this.
It's a hard sell. And again, it's Aspas. It's a protagonist.
Even Corti. Bro. Oh no. He lived with 1 HP, man.
How do you
So
retake
sad.
a 4 with 2 stingers and a shorty?
I'll tell you how it all starts with
It's,
Ye right
it's
here
2
on this play.
stingers and a shorty. I don't. No.
It may have to start there, but I don't know that it's ever going to leave the game.
GG's. GG's. Might have to go back to the billboard for this.
The last 2 standing. Shoulder spotted on 1. You know the flash is going to be close. It's going to be aggressive. Traded
Jeez.
1 for 1.
GG.
Against the last, and MIBR obliterate EG 13-3 on map 2 to survive, to advance.
Yeah, that wasn't a match. That was a massacre. MIBR again, they outclassed EG in every department on this map of Split.
That was really sad.
Just a complete out. was them announcing themselves as a serious threat in this tournament.
Yep. You ever seen him yawn? Yeah. He looks goofy. It must feel so bad right now. It was real bad, man. It was real bad, man. All goods. All goods. Well, MIBR moves on, right? MIBR moves on. Let me see. Yeah. I actually thought MIBR was gonna lose. Oh, I was totally wrong. MIBR moves on versus Leviathan. Oh my god. Leviathan and MIBR? Who's on Leviathan again? Calm, right? And Demon 1. Oh my god. Natan, okay. Natan. Wait, didn't Aspas like take over Leviathan? Or wasn't he in Leviathan? Why is he on MIBR? I just realized. Huh. Sure. And then Loud. Dude, Loud was cooking. Right? Yeah, they were cooking. They took out EG and they took out Crew. And then they lost to us. And now we're up to the finals, which is gonna be on the 6th. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be the 6th. So tomorrow is Leviathan versus MIBR, and then Loud versus most likely. It's really hard to choose. I really want NRG to win. I really want NRG to win. No offense, like I really do, but it's just the way that they're playing, or the way that it seems like it's costing them so much rounds. I just feel like no, they're godsend. I believe it. I'm a believer. I gotta stop being a fake believer. I'm a believer. I believe NRG can take over Crew, face off Loud, and beat Loud. I'm gonna say it. NRG versus Crew. Who's on Crew again? Meister, Meltzer, Kesnet, Mazzino, Adverso, and Shy. And NRG is like Finesse, Storm, Mata, Ethan, Verno. Crazy. Interview.
Wanted to be on my place.
Dang. Okay. Your challenges only get harder from here. It is a continued lower bracket run facing harder and harder teams. How do you feel prepared, or how do you feel going into those matches?
Vai ficar cada vez mais difícil agora na Lower, né? Vocês vão enfrentar times cada vez mais difíceis. Então, como é que tá a expectativa para isso, para o fim do kickoff?
A expectativa boa, a gente já tem jogo amanhã, acho que é muito direto os jogos agora, então não vai ter mais, assim, treino, vamos dizer. E a gente tá bem confiante todo o time, acho que a gente se preparou bem essa semana, teve uma semana de treino. E qualquer um que vir, agora a Leviathan, né? A gente vai jogar bem e vai dar nós.
We're very confident. We'll have game tomorrow again, so we won't have a lot of time to practice. But, Leviathan is coming, so we'll be just ready for whatever.
2 more questions for you. One is a fan question that someone didn't leave their name. How do you make split-second decisions in clutch moments?
Essa é uma pergunta de um fã. Como é que você faz essas decisões assim num piscar de olhos, cara?
De clutch, você diz?
De decisões difíceis e num piscar de olhos.
Cara, não sei, acho que já virou um pouco mais automático, vamos dizer. Acho que tava pecando isso até no off-season, acho que eu consegui arrumar bastante meu estilo de jogo, né? Até por ser um novo time. Então, acho que é isso, acho que é ser bem calmo, né? Ser calmo.
I think it's something that comes automatically. Like I got way better since the off season. It just comes because I'm calm, I guess. So we just need to be calm.
All right, one last question for you. I feel like you have a lot to say, so I'm gonna give you free reign to anyone you like to call out or say, you know, whatever you want to say. Floor is yours. Don't make me regret this, but the floor is yours.
Por favor, não faça a gente se arrepender disso, mas se você tiver alguma coisa para tirar do teu peito, a hora é essa.
Não, nenhuma. Tô em paz. É isso. Tô preparado só para jogar amanhã e é isso. Não tem nada para falar.
I have nothing to say. I'm in peace. I'm ready to play tomorrow, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
You were like the coolest dude alive. Guys, give it up for Shunnum one more time. An incredible performance. Now we're gonna take a break, but stay right there because I know you know what's next. It is Crew Visa versus NRG.
I've got a bunch of different mice.
And you find the one, you know it's the one.
저는 이게 제일 좋은 것 같아요.
Look at this! Isn't this perfect?
누가 만들었는지 알려주는 것도 같이 들어있고.
This mouse is ready for a fashion show.
It's Pulsar by me.
It's by me.
It's Pulsar by you.
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day.
Okay. Perfect. So
it's time your evolved.
Okay.
Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you. Gamers, hybrid workers, artists. Backing your every move.
Let's check Twitter. Let's see what I gotta say. Maybe not. Oh my god, what a Kiara post. What a Kiara post. What is this? What is this? Hold on. Hold on.
I hate Cast and Blame. I hate Cast and Blame. I really do hate casting Blame, but it does seem like every single team that Kiara roots for sucks. So this could be her fault. I hate Cast and Blame. I really do hate casting Blame, but it does seem like every single team that Kiara roots for sucks. So
Just seen a grown man tie his shoes using bunny ears method. What's wrong with the bunny ears method? Like, why am I liking that? America's prediction: Sen 2-1 Loud, G2-2-0 Leviathan. Oh, was that yesterday? Did that happen? I only watched Sentinels, and I'm pretty sure Sentinels 1-2-1.
I don't have that kind of money. In game, of course.
Wait, so you go to a movie theater and rent out the whole...
My cat doesn't do this. Unk snuck himself in there and
How Split is played out for you before. You've got it.
Dude, Ye and Demon 1, they're both struggling. Like they're struggling, right? But like, dude, I don't know. It's hard, man. Like a lot of the goats, Ye, Demon 1, me, like we used to by me for Ye's performance this time.
You've got it.
Dude, Ye and Demon 1, they're both struggling. Like they're by me for Ye's performance this time.
You've got to
dude. Ye and Demon One, they're both struggling. Like they're struggling, right? But like, dude, I don't know. It's hard, man. Like a lot of the goats, Ye, Demon One, me, like we used to be fucking feared in peak format for a long time, for a very long time. But it's hard to hold on to it, bro. And that's why Aspas is the GOAT. Because he's held on to that shit, man. He's been doing what he's been doing for a very long time. Wait, what are you guys talking about, bro? Can you guys focus on what I'm trying to say here, on the message that's being delivered? You guys are like tunnel visioning on one thing I said, dude. Are you hearing the message I'm making here? And that's why Aspas is the GOAT. Because he's held on to that shit, man. He's been doing what he's been doing for a very long time. Wait, what are you guys talking about, bro? Can you guys focus on what I'm trying to say here, on the message that's being delivered? You guys are like tunnel visioning on one thing I said, dude. Are you hearing the message I'm making here?
EG not in a great spot.
It's not about
in that moment, man. I mean,
me, you, them,
no
nothing,
right
dude.
there.
It's about. It's hard.
Wait, why did he sneak into Ye's performance this time?
You've got it.
Dude, Ye and Demon One, they're both struggling. Like they're struggling, right? But like, dude, I don't know. It's hard, man. Like a lot of the goats, Ye, Demon One, me, like we used.
Oh, he snuck him so fast. He said, me? W. That's funny. I have to feel bad for Derek. Let me see what Derek says. Tweet it up. Throws on top of throws. Okay, buddy. NT, my king. NT. It's okay. It happens, you know. Easter. Damn. Nothing from EA. His name. I see. GG will play O2 MIB. We are unfortunately not great today. It's okay. It's okay. Things happen, man. Things happen. Things happen.
Time around because we had a bit of an outlier here.
Oh my God.
We all went with NRG except for one mustachioed British man.
You know what's concerning about this is that I would normally look at this and go, oh, well, he got bullied, right? Like, there's no way he actually thinks, right? Like, he got paid off to do this.
Too funny. What? They have a creator earnings dashboard? Wait, you can get sponsored by In-N-Out? Yo. 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 Whoa, what is this? The Black Sentinels jersey could fix me. Oh. Died 1997. Born 1998. Welcome back, Princess Diana. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. If you hate him, you will die and go to hell. Sentinels versus G2 Esports. That's gonna be a crazy upper final, by the way. That's gonna be a crazy upper final. I'll be right back.
Mention, oh, if you see Finesse take
I'll be right
advantage
back.
of
I'll be right
If you
back.
actually look at Finesse last week,
Be right back, y'all.
they actually had role changes where Finesse stepped away from the center role, and then Verno was also taken so that he could play initiator, so they get activate Mata, and it's been looking really good against 100 Thieves.
Well, let's dive a little bit further into that game, because last week we did get an opportunity to see that matchup, NRG, 100 Thieves. Now, you heard Mata earlier saying that was the game he wanted to play. Boy, did he want to play that game. And my guy popped off in that one. I guess, you know, this feels like, Emily, that they're hitting their stride early on. I know it's too early to tell here, but a win against 100 Thieves is a really big deal. Do you feel like this NRG team, if they follow through with that, can they be this unstoppable force that everyone's predicting them coming into the season?
I really think they can. They're such a structured team. Like, you will never see them not going in solo, because they'll always have trades. The duels will always be supported with the util. They're set up so well.
It's all there.
It's all there. It's all there for them. Let's just see if they can actually execute it today.
They got Bonkar too, and I think going into those moments where Bonkar has that experience with some of the players as well, also playing against and coaching, going from Oxygen Academy, not Academy, sorry, but Oxygen in Challengers, they've been looking really good at that one as well, developing as a roster for NRG after their tough loss in the upper rounds.
Yeah.
I also think too, like, NRG showed the proficiency that they were going to bring into this season in the off season, right?
Yeah.
Like getting through the Super League the way that they did, and yeah, there was one like blemish on their record, but other than that, I mean, they look good, right? Like they look like the team that we expected them to be with. They look like the team that is going to be competing for international spots. And again, I don't want to draw back to this a ton, but Finesse did say this is likely his last year.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a guy of his pedigree, a guy who is as fierce a competitor as he is not going to go out with a whimper.
Yeah,
That's just
with
not
the Carnage
his
legacy for sure. You want to come out like coming out and just winning everything.
I mean, guys, he's got the
I'm
tools.
saying no.
He's got the pieces.
I think
to do
NRG is
it,
gonna
right?
win.
You have all this talent.
It's gonna be a hard
across the board,
battle.
and one individual in particular, the veteran
I definitely
Ethan, is
think
an individual that I'm always keeping eyes on. And thankfully, we
with
have
the
Elizabeth
team
standing by
club
with
with
him.
NRG has, I'm pretty sure they will be able to push it out.
The Flash initiator of this,
Especially with the goats.
how you set up
Dom,
or
Ethan.
does he do what he does all on his own?
You know, FNS has his moments too.
He's very vocal
I'm
about
saying.
it, so he kind of tells me what he likes and what he doesn't like, and so that makes my job easy. And he trusts me to do my job too, so it's easy for both parties.
Even though there's some things that FNS tilts me about.
When you have these players that just are able to really mold themselves at a drop of a hat, and the way that Mata was able to in that last one, it's kind of what Ethan was saying. He's like,
Okay, this is not.
I'll give him what he needs. You know, but he's going to do it. Now, of course, on the other side of the field, you have NRG going up against Cruvisa. Now, Crew comes into last week's play, and we're going, okay, you know, this Crew team doesn't really feel like this is the squad that we were hoping it would be. But then they absolutely stomped 2G. So is that, Emily, a good indicator of what is to come potentially for Crew? Or
Wait, stop.
being sold false hope.
I don't think it's as
Thank you.
big of a confidence boost as people are saying. Like, I feel like it's kind of expected for Crew to beat
My
them,
face cam
especially
is
in like
not
the fashion that they
what I
did.
want it to be.
Not to like throw shade on TG, but I just feel like.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost one of their players too going into this
That
one
is
just
true.
because he's not like at
Oh, with this camera, I'm looking.
partnership. They also had to play a different roster in the very beginning as well. Sorry,
Very
this
true.
food at that part as well. But no matter what, it still goes into that they were going into this event kind of like neutered, and then they're just learning as they're coming from a Ascension team from Challengers into now, and it's not an easy run.
Listen, I
We'll
can
give
tell
it a
you're
try
being
with this
hesitant. You don't want to be honest. Let me be that guy for you. And
Be honest,
as a fellow Brown, this feels bad to go against Crew, but I am not a believer. And I haven't been a believer since the roster was put together. I've been fed too many lies from these guys. They're going to go on a run. They're going to do it this year, champs. And no, man. And I think it's tough to say this, but I don't expect anything different today. I think this is a team that has tried similar iterations of this project a couple of times, and it has not come together. They go on these runs to make champs, and then they get ripped.
Fizzle out right at the end.
Glad we
And
have
so-
Doug to be able to say this because I would be way too scared to say it.
Yeah,
right
me too.
So, and here's the thing is, I normally cast, so even I mean, they're just not going to let me back on the desk. And probably for the best.
Job done, right? All right, guys. Well, look, today, yeah, the cops are coming. Oh, get out of here, Doug. Run. All right, folks. Look, today, Crew needs to worry about a lot of things, but there's one individual that they have to be concerned about, and that is NRG's Mata, who had a star-making performance against 100 Thieves. So let's learn a little bit more about this young man. Let's send it over to Elizabeth.
Thanks, GB. It seems like Mata has come from.
Let's see how it
nowhere.
goes.
He's been grinding
I'm gonna
competitive
transition
Valorant
this
since 2020, where he played in the Valorant
Oh, that'd be
Counter-Strike
two.
qualifiers.
I think
He was one game away from
it
making
does
the
pick up
event. Back then, he was just
the sound on my.
After First Strike, Mata was a grinder.
Speakers pick up on my sound, which I don't like. I'm trying to fix that out
First
later.
signed with Andbox, and then
Boo.
moved over to Luminosity Gaming, Shopify Rebellion into Moist X Shopify, an illustrious resume with no gaps. He showed a willingness to round out his agent pool when needed, but the call from Tier 1
Freaking Mata
never
is-
came. Everything
Mata
changed
is something.
in Challengers 2024. Mata broke out from the pack with some incredible plays and absolutely insane stats. When the 2024 season came to a close, Mata
Mata is
was
something
one of
else.
the names on everyone's lips as a pickup. For those of us who have been watching Mata since the beginning, had the same reaction. It's about damn time. So when you see Mata pull off an impossible shot or a ridiculous ace, just know that this rookie is 4 years in the making and has put in the work to make this moment happen. And one last thing, come with me. The name Mata, it's his given name, Adam, backwards. Back to you, GB.
No one knew that. No way.
Dude, that's what we call that. In that's probably called a pantomime, right, or something like that. I don't say the name backwards. That's
What did you just call me?
something that you could see.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it doesn't even.
No, isn't it? Actually, do not know things.
Sean Garris
and,
is learning at some point in his chat.
and this is proof that the North American education
That
system
works.
is not very good. Thank you so much, Liz, for that.
I'm
So-
sorry, Canadians.
Thank you so much, Liz, for that one. Now, of course, last week we had Mata, who really did make a name for himself. He had that massive game against 100 Thieves. And Doug, I think it's safe to say this guy, he earned his paycheck that day.
Yeah, I think it was Finesse early on in the season, or maybe in the offseason, who was talking about how if there was any player that he could have on his roster that he could build around, that he genuinely thought was one of, if
Too
not
good,
the
man.
best player in America.
Oh my
And I
god.
think last week we saw why, right? We saw how good this kid can be.
I thought that Mata was playing poker pretty much at this point against 100 Thieves with the amount of 3Ks,
My
4Ks,
God.
and aces that came in that series between them. I mean, even EU had a lights out performance, and that was instantly shut
Should we play
down.
some?
How
Should we play some Valorant after this?
Map 1 to
I think we should play some Valorant after this.
He really
Very
is one of the
solid.
most impactful duelists out there in the league right now. And he's like one of the players that I can wholeheartedly trust to turn a whole game around.
Yeah, it's crazy how, you know, in such a short amount of time in the VCT, now everyone's got Mata, you know, like at the top of their head. Of course, big opportunity there for him. But, you know, on the other side, though, right, we were talking a lot about NRG, but I do want to give an opportunity here to highlight some of the other individuals. We always talk about Kesnet, and we always talk about, like, what he brings to the table for good reason, because he's so good. But we also had Melzer, who is pulling off some great moments for Crew as well. This is going to be, you know, some of what they need, but I also can't help but feel like, Vansili, that we're also putting ourselves in a very similar situation to what EG. just went through, where it was an over-dependency on the clutches. So you really do need to see that game plan come to cohesion.
Yeah, and it's sad to say that I have to go back to that crutch of they could go on a run. It's always in the
that shot from Melser was kind of crazy.
Or the beginning of the season, it's always towards the end, and towards the end, it's that Melser. The consistency.
Melser is like
after that, where he's able to get those multi kills in.
He randomly gets like the randomest clutches, but like it's like
I just want to
see work out in these end, you know. His clutch percentage is very crazy. It's like I would say people that clutches a lot would definitely be.
You're an absolute unit. You could have just destroyed the thing. Look at this guy right here. He lifts.
Like in my opinion, I think people who clutch a lot are like people like Derek, John Cutie, freaking Zekin too. Zekin was popping off yesterday. I was just great. Like it would hit people who can 1v4 is just insane. And I know that's just insane. 1v4 entirely by itself is just the capability and power that you have just as a single man is crazy. Crazy work. It puts so much effort. Like, I want to have that power. I want to be the clutch man. I'm trying to be the clutch man. I'm trying to learn how to be the clutch man.
Maybe you're able to capitalize on the fact that NRG expect to win, but I still don't. I have a hard time resting my hat on that too, man. I think a lot has to go right here for them.
Yeah, right. Because are we concerned about consistency regarding like Mata and stuff like that? Based on what you guys know from his experience back then, is that something? Because you know, first game it was like, okay, he was good, he was solid, but then he started to see that rise up.
Yeah, definitely. When I was looking at Mata play during Challengers too, and I was like, he has these moments where he pops off, and then moments where he cools down, but it's not necessarily on him. There was actually top teams in Challengers that were making game plans just to try to shut him down, and that's how you saw Mata finally getting iced out in some of these matches. But then he tells it himself. He had this moment of brilliance where he's like, I'm actually better than everybody else. Yeah. And since that moment, he's just been popping off. And I don't know if there's a way to really stop him now.
Before we end, Emily, real quick.
When you have that,
2-1. What do you
when Mata has that confidence.
Hey, you know what you heard from the desk here.
2-0 NRG.
But they do have the tools to make it happen. Can NRG stop them as well? Let's go ahead and send it over to the stage.
Oh, snaps.
Riot Games Arena, llega el segundo match de eliminación, llega la rosada, llega
Ooh. A walkout.
All right, there's Crew Visa now, as we are seeing this team make their way out to the stage, and you know, a lot of pressure on these guys, man, but I'm really looking at Kesnet to be the one to lead the charge here, as usual for this Crew team, but we know what he's capable of.
Yeah, I think we know what every single one of these players are capable of as well. It's just, it happens in different moments. It's not at the same time, and they're just going to be super dominant in that fashion to be a dominant team, so hopefully there's going to be that cohesion.
Yeah, I think it's easy to look at Kesnet and to look at, he needs to be the tip of the spear, he needs to be the spark. I want to look at Shy. I think Shy is a guy who, when Kesnet does or doesn't deliver, and you know, as a duelist, you can.
Wait, is that their coach?
Sometimes you're hitting it, sometimes you're not.
That's their coach, right?
No matter what. But Shy, in my opinion,
that's their assistant coach, right?
And now it's time to bring out their opponents. Let's make some noise.
Wait, who was their coach there?
NRG!
NRG!
Led by the General Finesse. We'll see what this team can do.
Samantha.
This matchup,
my goat.
Impressive showing against 100 Thieves last week, where we saw this NRG team look like the team that we expected them to be coming into kickoff here, Emily. This squad has a lot going for them here, and it really feels like it's to take your...
Is that Verno, right?
Oh, for sure. And I think to add on to the point before is like about consistency. I'm not even worried about that for them because of how good they are with their fundamentals.
That's actually a very good point there, because you know, when you think about Ethan, just Ethan, right? Just focus on him for a second. I mean, the man's a veteran. He's a legend, a world champion. He's been there for so long at this point now, so you know the fundamentals are there. And if they're there for him, they're there for FNS, they're there for everyone else on that team.
That's what I wanted to say next is, okay, maybe not Mata. Okay, you take Ethan, he's a legend, he's, you know, whatever. Maybe it's not him. Okay, who's next? Oh, it's another legend. Yeah. It's another guy who's been around for a long time. It's Finesse, and maybe it's not Finesse.
Ooh, Abyss, Haven, and Bind.
Best controller in America.
What?
Yes.
So this roster, I mean, when you look from top to bottom,
NRG attack on Abyss. Who defend on
Well, let's go ahead and see the
Haven.
series layout. You got Abyss,
Bind.
Haven, and if necessary,
NRG attacks.
over to Bind. Vancilia, does this tell you anything from what you're seeing on the map so far? Or are you waiting for those agent picks?
No, you were talking about it before. Like when they played against 2G, is it the confidence that they needed going into this game? And indeed it is. It's a map that they won against 2G 13-3, and playing into the simple, just MIBR Ascent type of playstyle where it's a jet KO. That was really good in terms of those fundamentals, just to play into your.
I'm betting all in. I'm all in.
A great start for Crew to pick in that spot. Going into that second one though of Haven, that is just FNS's playground. So at that point, when Crew was dismantled,
I'm a big NRG fanboy.
at that point with Digizine
Just because I just love the players. The players are very, very funny.
easier for somebody like Mata.
Like,
I really.
I think their personality in NRG is really, really like, a good team dynamic.
They cannot,
in my opinion, because I think like they all are like friends.
Because then going into Haven, like I really feel like
They act like
the
friends
way that FNS calls,
because they play with each other in ranked, you know.
I was talking about earlier, like I just think they need to at least secure this first map to have a chance of closing down.
They're gonna need to do it, but it's gonna be quite difficult. Look at this composition coming in.
Please, please.
The Harbor as well. That's fun.
I know I'm in the minority on this. I love Harbor, and I particularly love Harbor on Abyss. I think being able to section off things with your walls, having the versatility of being able to apply pressure with your walls in different areas of the map is really nice. And I think a lot of that is going to be
Got Harbor again.
a lot of in positions to make plays.
All right.
Wait,
well, this is it.
this is Abyss, right? Yeah, this is Abyss.
Here's Brennan. Sideshow? Someone had a real late growth spurt. Damn.
Don't be too surprised. Listen, I put him on the torture rack before we started the cast. But yeah, it's listen, this game is going to be a good one, Josh.
Yes.
It's going to be a good one. NRG Crew elimination on the line between these two teams. The composition's looking interesting too. And I don't know how much longer I can go on with this bit.
I think this bit is just going to have to go on, and you're going to have to accept that.
Are you going to have it on the whole time?
I'm going to have it on. What do you mean, have it on?
Sorry, I'll continue. Yeah.
What does he
Josh,
mean?
So let's
what does he mean?
What do I mean by that? Well, listen, hopefully we get into the game soon. Listen,
What?
Abyss is the map that we're going to be seeing these two teams play on. NRG, they haven't actually played it so far in kickoff. And for Crew themselves, they haven't shied away from the map, honestly. It's been one that they've been
I
leading.
hate Abyss. I really do. This map sucks. This map sucks.
They've got a lot to overcome here because they are the heavy underdogs, despite my mad ramblings in the pre-show.
You've got some belief in them, though, and honestly, they're going to need some strong plays out of Kesnet.
Salmon, Harbor, Maran, Yoru. Crazy comp. FNS on Rise too.
NRG have played this before in Soup, like we were talking about. But we'll see how much they've added into this after getting a win on that map right now. Just gearing up for a hit over towards the A. Wall goes out deep into backside.
Some Paranoia as well. TP from Mata up and over the dart. Barely dealt with, but it does light up Shy. No attempt from NRG to really step themselves further. They're waiting for the response actually from Crew, just holding for now, but eventually stepping over that line and taking the fight straight to them still.
Ooh, nice Mata. Mata has got two.
It's not working out for Crew though. Have to rethink how they want to approach this one, but already a two-player disadvantage.
Yeah, a bit of a disaster there, and now this crossfire held back towards spawn.
Spamming through smoke.
That first one, but Crew still don't have an angle into the site yet.
To open up a few more of these kills potential there, and okay, the kills opened up wide. Still time is going to start to tick at this point.
How do we lose that?
Being played, Kesnet though, just ripping off their heads. Anybody who aims and tries to take those fights, that is Crew with an opening pistol.
How did we lose that?
I'm sorry, Crew had no business winning that round.
Wait, what?
Getting into that retake.
Straight up 3v5 retake. Kesnet's finding one kill through the smoke, and then is able to isolate a couple of fights. It seemed like as soon as this first player died through smokes, NRG realized they were kind of out of position, right? They couldn't trade with each other. There were two players back towards main as well that weren't able to assist in that fight backside. So credit to Kesnet, because that just saved them a pistol.
And listen, wouldn't be...
That hold was like really bad at the well, not bad, but they got just spammed through smoke. He repeat the same corner. Wasn't like...
As well. I wanted to ignore the numbers when I was trying to make my case and defend myself.
Why does it say FNS is 5-0 against Crew in this entire year? The entire career. He's never lost to Crew.
From finesse-led teams.
And that was the last time they faced off against each other in stage 2 of last year.
That was what I was alluding to. That was what I was alluding to.
Wait.
We're used to it by now.
Deck pause.
It's been a slow week, but we're
the
trying to
keyboards.
work through
I
all
cut
the
the
issues.
cables, remember?
Oh, you think NRG? Oh, was that what happened?
That's why they lost the pistol, actually.
See, it looks like it was good. Like Mata might have had his keyboard working, but then the rest of the team.
Well, I did a
those
good
are all
job. I
sliced.
just frayed the cable, so it works every now and then.
I see.
Yes, they weren't actually caught onto it until, but they've clearly realized.
That's really good work from a secret agent there for Crew.
Yeah. The trick is not being an electrician and not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, start playing with things with having absolutely zero experience. That'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, I mean preemptive, and they could change their mind in the tech pause, but we can see what
Deck pause.
looks like currently.
Someone's keyboard is messed up.
And NRG plant down, money in their pockets. They want to go for a force despite losing it.
That is a bold move. Now, yeah, they got the spike down, so they're going to have a little bit of extra money, but this is a map where pretty regularly, round 2, your Jet is going to be buying an Outlaw. I can see Kesnet has one there too, so to me, forcing round 2 seems incredibly risky when you're never really going to be able to have heavy armor and things like Spectres.
Yeah, we're working out the issue as well momentarily. And in the meantime as well, we're going to get to see what's going on with it. I'm trying to hunt out who's actually got the problem. Where are the refs? Who are they standing over? Which player's shoulder? But honestly, taking a gander, I don't know who's got the problem right now. Maybe Kesnet?
Maybe it's everyone.
Maybe it's everyone?
You never know.
Everyone's got issues.
I mean, it looks to me like Ethan might have fallen asleep. So that could be a reason.
Meditating.
He's fallen asleep.
Okay, well, listen, in the meantime, as well, we can send it over, because Elizabeth was speaking with Melza earlier today ahead of this match.
Okay.
Melzer, after such a dominant performance against 2G, do you feel adequately prepared going into today that you can show off exactly what Crewvisa can do?
Creo que lo que demostramos para 2G fue una mejora en fundamento, en cómo nosotros veníamos jugando.
I'm gonna fix my chair.
Ha sido un gran reto por
Dude, I need a new chair.
ellos son un equipo nuevo.
This chair does not
Que tuvieron cambio en el roster.
help with my back at all.
Y creo que esos fundamentos.
It's ergonomical, but it's like
la manera en que
I
veníamos.
feel like it's cheaply made.
Semana laburando van a dar frutos para enfrentar a cualquier equipo, no solamente va a funcionar contra ellos, obviamente. Y creo que eso nos tiene preparados, creo que podemos ganar a cualquier otro equipo que nos venga, cualquiera que venga, Energy, el que venga siguiente. Y eso, o sea, estoy confiante en el equipo, confiante en todo lo que hemos hecho y a jugar.
I think that win against 2G, it was a win that we got working on the fundamentals, working on our own game, and focusing on ourselves. And even though it was not really the biggest challenge because they're kind of a new team and they have a new roster, they're adapting to new things, these fundamentals and these things that we work are things that in the past week we were able to work.
But I've been working out.
So it,
How do you think the
really
definition
helped
of
us
it
out
is?
for going against NRG, going against whoever's next, and working on ourselves
Okay,
is
right?
ultimately what is gonna push us to the end.
Best of luck today.
We'll be getting into it, yeah. I mean, listen, this is early beginnings yet. It's not a lot to break down in terms of the actual gameplay itself, but...
Oh, damn. Kesnet's going through a lot. What's happening?
Solving what potentially the issue might be. So it turns out they haven't found out that I've sabotaged the keyboards yet. It's all about audio issues.
Yeah, you've really done a good job of distracting them.
Yeah, they haven't found out yet. That'll kick in probably map 2 as a sleeper agent for me.
Sure. You sort of covered all your bases right now. You're messing with a little bit of everything.
I really did.
But hopefully the producers are listening to us and they can get ahead of the keyboard issues that are to come in map 2.
I don't think that's the case.
No, okay, well, I have a little bit more faith in them than maybe you do, but...
No, I got faith in them, don't get me wrong. It's just, listen, I don't know. I got plans on plans, I got layers on it. Kesnet got a spare earbuds out. Hopefully we'll be getting into the game shortly as well. Bodes well for Crew that they won the round and it was them having a tech ball.
I got a one by my hands too.
You don't actually need to listen to each other. Yeah. Maybe that's what took them so long on the retake. They were waiting to see if they could hear anything. But it does look like, hey, that counter, it's clicking down.
Going down.
Look
it's
at
going
that.
down. Okay,
Ooh. Okay, we're getting back. Been a long break.
Decisions to be made about the state of that economy. NRG are going for it.
It's a
We're forcing?
4 stingers with a judge. Mata's going to try and TP in.
Okay, we're forcing here.
Be very careful in this post plant of that fight going into Ivy, because I really do feel like NRG need to get up in front with this judge to
They have to play really.
on the ground.
So
They have to play really aggressive here.
Set the pace now for the rest of the team to follow up behind it. Getting that nice little tag. Melzer just backing away. TP forwards. It's Mada. Judge in hand. Could be a dangerous retake if they actually let them get into position with this one as well. This Harbor composition, they can refight it. And Mada just go and explore in this guy. Walkabouts. Could be putting Crew into the meat grinder. Grenade at his feet though. Good discipline from Crew, making sure they can try and clear the way. But look at how aggressive these NRG players are. Just trying to hold this one up close. All of it! There's paranoias into their faces, still running them down with the guns in hand. They want to flip the map. Taking that heaven control. Still, it's that 2 versus 1. And Soft, he's left alone to do it all. Makes it that 1v1. But can he land this?
Oh! And T-Storm.
Last bullet too. Kesnet misses that, it's over.
And what a gamble to make.
Wow. I mean, NRG
NT, man.
can possibly ask for, but Kesnet finding 2 kills on the flank, right? With those low-range weapons, NRG were trying to fight up in front of Cruise.
Man,
Kesnet was able to still
unlucky.
find that angle to come in at the end and get a couple of kills.
What? What is these cameras? My ping's okay. It shouldn't be my ping.
Be setting yourselves back a little bit here. Kesnet can hold on to the outball with peace of mind. He's one away from the knives himself.
It's hugely risky. I feel like especially on your attacking side of Abyss where you're supposed to be winning a majority of your rounds. To gamble it away like that. Although...
Okay. Sure.
And he continued to shoot, by the way.
You know, orbs in their hands. Maybe get a bit closer to some of these ultimates, but an early pick onto Kesnet, who has been a difference maker.
Yeah, really interesting.
Okay, it is a outlaw.
Was wondering if maybe
You know what's crazy? What I like about this recently, of like what I've been seeing in competitively, is like the outlaw being used. Outlaw, OP gun, very valuable. You get 2 shots, that's hits for like 140. Headshot like that insta kills.
So has read this and has rotated over. Crew have 3 here.
They have good understanding. Mazino gets the deep knife as well, so
Oh, they know that
very strong.
Melzer is up there.
This is difficult to chew through if you are NRG. Well, the map control really just going to miss here for Crew on top of it, but okay, fake TP in, just trying to the paranoia seeping in.
Oh my god.
Piling up into
Guardian.
the point here.
The Guardian, bro.
That dart duty.
30 seconds left.
Just Verno and Ethan left to stand and see if they can make a mark onto the B site.
Good news is Ethan certainly is able to get this spike planted. Bad news is it's just a Guardian now in the hands of Verno. There's going to be soaring on high and low.
Stranger things have happened. Up and over the top.
No.
Anticipating it of Verso. We'll just dish it out straight back, and that 3rd round conversion shouldn't be too surprising if you, again, paying attention and looking at the steady economy, but it did get closer.
Got to shout out the anchor smokes Crew were using on that side of the map as well. Of course, you have the Viper wall that's making it annoying to jump around on the right side of the site, but also from up on the site, Melzer dropped an Astrostar just right on top of himself, even though he's getting paranoid, so he was able to use that angle, even if it's going down, find a couple of kills. It's all these players of Crew that are up on elevation, consistently finding those.
It's a good beginning for Crew so far. Again, a reminder, this is elimination. Here in kickoff, we're right into the swing of things. The matchup where NRG were all expected to really just come out swinging, especially after kind of handling 100 Thieves.
Get ready for a fight here. Kesnet's got the knives, flash coming in.
Yeah,
Crazy flash.
Try to set this one up. Nobody breaking.
Aggressive. They're all peeking. Ooh.
Respect them, dash away. It's hard to try and overstep yourself and fight into A main there. There's a lot of positions to just hide from the util, and NRG bide their time now going forwards. Dimensional drift in the hands of Mada.
Ooh, double ulti.
Just making sure to sweep through. 2 players spotted, flashed up. Everybody blind as anything. Kesnet trying to save the day, jumping around. Stuns and
oh my god, Mada.
Out of there, spam.
Oh my god.
Supplementing with the fire. NRG full control of heaven now. The decision has to be made already for Crew. Defense just toppled like that, just trying to save these rifles.
Yeah, no way you're playing this round out. NRG spent everything there. The
How did you get 2 there? My goat, Mada, man.
Those openers, that was absolutely critical, and he's been such a pivotal player for NRG. You look at their last series versus 100 Thieves; those were close games, and this guy's putting up ridiculous numbers consistently for the team.
In a lot of cases, the sole difference maker. I mean, I'm thinking back at that 100 Thieves game. Just wrangling back control of the pistol rounds.
Yeah, he's getting
on bind.
Double aces on pistol rounds, getting a showstopper online for
absurd.
2 round 3s in the same game. Just insane stuff. So no surprise, we've got him with the Your ult in round 4 here.
Yeah.
A very important swing round they had to get for themselves after risking it all on that round 2 bye.
That's a nice thing about Euro currently in the meta.
Nice.
Where it's kind of settling. The game trending to more defender-sided, I would say, as well. The Euro ult is fantastic to just crack it wide open. You can see the coordination as well. Ethan's paranoia, just setting it up for the easy kill there onto a Verso.
First maps also means a lot, so.
Some keeping it interesting. Arborwall being A main is different. Kesnet trying to creep in front of that. The last 4 rounds, Som's been pushing that up into mid, so I was waiting to see if NRG were ever going to lurk off of that one. Instead, this game has really just all been about A main control so far.
They hit a drone though.
Oh, they don't know if Jet's stopping.
His hand that they've invested into the operator. Of course, listen, if NRG are paying attention, they can hold tab, they can see that it's a possibility. But it's from the money situation.
That can be really tough to deal with that up.
Yeah. Just attempting to obfuscate it. Spike is moving in a different direction though. NRG.
It's a real slow round from Finesse. Actually, I'm watching this Yoru TP that's stuck on this wall right now. I was thinking maybe they were going to set up some kind of a fake into A.
Okay, well, Mada TP's back. Is it just a fake on fake?
He's trying to fake that it is a fake. And here he comes back, and Crew have bid it completely. It's only Kesnet.
He's alone entirely. Operator in his hand, no dash to play with or work with whatsoever, and he needs a kill to make it work. One man against them all. He can hear this util going his way. Anti-flash position trying to be played here. TP's in and away, but no clearance. And listen, take your time with the shot. Still Som instantaneous at the trade. An open sight now. Actually, you'll be able to get this plant down. Safe with the cove on top of it. Hammer wall is going to be hard to get through if you are Crew.
NRG are choosing to fight up in front. Stop anyone getting out from back towards spawn.
Players are weak. So util going to be looking at here. Stun into the one side. Dart and a flash. It's all accompanying it. It's good. At that, Ethan is going to put a stop 20 of that funny business out towards the back of the side, but he's killed.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Playmaker he is, and that aggressive hold in through the back of the A site.
Let's go.
That was nice.
Let's go, Ethan.
Nasty combo there. The KO flash, the dart landing on the ground as well for the info. Even an Astropole. But Ethan just shut it all down.
Nice. Good trade.
Second guy into the site here.
Blind spam. Wow.
Blinded.
Wow.
First one, the second 2 were
Ethan, my goat.
Just a little bit off, maybe with the util, but honestly, it looked kind of good for taking it. But that's one of the things that this NRG.
Come on, Finesse. Show me something. Use your big brain of yours.
Hard to hold on to map control once you get in and get into those exits. This is different though from Crew. Making moves down towards mid.
At the same time, NRG B, so they could have sped up into that off of the mid pressure, but their spike's still in spawn.
Yeah, Ethan needs to be careful here, but the angle he's playing, there is safety surely. It should be.
Oh!
Spraying down, man. Just players waiting and walking right into
Oh!
He said enough to get that third.
Ethan's good for 3.
In a row like that?
It's good composure. Because he was the player having to hold down that mid angle. If he goes down.
That meditation definitely helped out during that break. Oh my god, they're frying.
No way to evening up that scoreline. Okay. That's snappy.
Yeah, the shadow's not standing up to Ethan there.
My goat.
One bit. And Ethan's gonna have a little bit of a feel for that. You know, mid usually is experimented more with on those lighter buys. But still, just committing to that spray there. Exactly what he needs to win out in that.
Jesus.
Yeah, good awareness that there was just, there's going to be multiple players there. Very alert even after he gets the second one. A timeout going to be called here by Crew now.
My god.
Adjustments of their own, but
they got a timeout too.
so much they're really getting tripped out about. I mean, maybe they want to clean up some of their retake protocols towards A.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Working out for them.
Wait.
No, come on now.
Come on.
Wait, sorry, I'm not committing to the bit. Yeah, kill that.
Kill that guy.
That's not Ender saying, that's Sideshow saying
That's
that.
Sideshow saying that, okay, for the record. For the record.
He's fine, he's fine.
What?
It's just a bruise.
There's some good ults to play with as well if you are crew.
Hurting the penguin like that. Poor penguin.
Melted with a Cosmic Divide.
I think one thing I've been noticing about NRG, both in this map already, but also in the last few maps they played, I'm thinking especially their Lotus map versus 100 Thieves previously, is they've been
NRG! They're looking good.
NRG in the past have been a team that played a lot off-site, and whether that's to nerfs to different agents or to even pinging for the plant off-site.
Definitely.
Finesse has definitely been calling to get that fight going back towards spawn. You saw a great example of that in the pistol end in the last round.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense as well. Unless your comp is actively trying to play for post-plant denial, where you have util to do it.
First kills as duelists, crazy.
I think it's a good change, personally.
I agree. Hold on. I'm seeing 2 ops here, Bren.
This is a little bit crazy. Attack side op from Mada versus Kesnet. Wants to try and take that head-to-head.
Mada versus Kesnet op. Okay.
Ethan's right in there.
Yeah. I think it's important for NRG to find some early kills. Hold that.
He's going to try and go for the pick here. First tag, maybe not quite. Yeah, Verso with the movement ajar. Kept the Verso guessing with it, and that's going to be a wasted ult. Doesn't really combo up into anything.
And now NRG feel like they could maybe even look for an exec. I was going to say they want to slow play the round, see if they can find some picks before those ults come into play, but now that's been wasted. B-side belongs to them.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is good by NRG. Okay, good plans.
Okay, they're throwing in a bit of util, just posturing really, but it doesn't deny the plan whatsoever. And here's the difficulty for them, playing these retakes into these sites.
Astro, they're all on site, all on site.
Forwards up onto the side again. Aggressive in terms of the angles, trying to hold it down. Nobody's watching this. There was potential there, more than that for a good couple of kills, but a flick from Kesnet, enough to adjust with the angle in time. And Ethan, he's low enough, 33 HP, and a dream traded. Leave it down to Verno, blindly firing away, but he doesn't know exactly where to even fire these shots. He's spraying a while. He's not going to get it at all. Crew locking it down, rapid, and there's gaps there in terms of the hold that NRG were going for.
Yeah, they tried to play 4 players stuck on site there. It was just Verno left as late round insurance. Very nearly Mazzino found 4 kills, but even though he went down, there was a shock dart and a snakebite combo that went into back site. So they're turning different directions.
Yeah.
They were worried because the smokes also helped get the extra angle for Kesnet. There was an operator that was holding his window the entire round. Then that smoke comes in, and he can scale out.
That was pretty.
Viper is a lovely
What could have gone right there?
into Abyss. It's not as common as you might expect. Listen, I mean, we've seen that.
One could have watched back Flink. Could have caught watch Flink.
We had a ton of it. This year, not so much.
Yeah, not so much this year. So Kesnet already. First kill goes his way, operator in hand. Definitely making sure work of this one, but Shy has been dropped in the process as well, and this A site now is going to be in danger. Mazzino will have to respect this one. Mada, hot on his heels, spotting out these players as well. Flash is going all over the place as well. He's going walkabouts looking for these players, hoping and hunting for that information, but now regrouping with the rest of the team. So
Okay. Now they just have to play.
Some time trying to clear them out.
Yeah, look at them. They're all turned around,
Yeah.
trying to figure out where this Yoru is. Little do they know, it's everyone up in heaven from NRG.
Again, playing deep up on the side, trying to take these.
Nice.
Leaping straight past it. Unexpected. Crew just trying to set up for that retake. Catching them unaware. Deep flash in as well, getting the connection.
No.
Hello? Everybody falls.
It's the flash.
Just out here clicking heads.
The flash threw them off again.
Round where an A site has just been completely won by NRG, and individuals on Crew decide that it's actually theirs to win.
Yeah, actually, we're just gonna win that. Dude, I mean, it's ludicrous.
I just want to appreciate this, because, yeah, NRG are all over the site. You're getting swung, now you're getting swung from low.
It was nice from Mazzino.
Wow.
That's what they need. That's what they need.
No.
Ridiculous.
5 plays grouped up though from NRG. Plenty of money in the back pocket on the way that these rounds are going, but it looks like full frontal over towards A. Corrections need to be made in terms of the way that they're holding this here, but 4 tank to the knife gives away the game.
Yeah, committing that push wall there. Could have stopped it in main and threatened more of crossing and leaving an embed over towards A main, but instead.
It's interesting as well, they're prioritizing the orbs all on Mada, just really trying to get the Dimensional Drift. I mean, it's what I was talking about prior, because it's a great way to crack open these sites when they're otherwise just brutal to push through, especially with a double controller.
The info you get from it is just completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it allows you to go for those extra fights back towards your opponent's spawn. Here comes that harbor wall. 3 players waiting for it.
Trying to cut up this side here. Shy just trying to anchor this one almost single-handedly here, but Verno, again, Hunter's Fury laying it down. Second burst, almost getting the 2-piece for his troubles. Mazino, though, still trying to offload that util. A pause is called for here by NRG. Slowing it down.
The crew stall has been effective. And NRG, yeah, they can't really keep going into this area of the map. If they challenge mid, Kesnet's going to be waiting for them. But still, we're down to 35 seconds. Pretty soon, NRG are going to have to commit, and they're going to have to sprint it over to the B site.
And they're going to do just that. Knives are out. Nobody on towards the B side.
It won't even be that bad a retake for crew, because Kesnet will be able to throw up those knives. Good news for NRG is there's no Viper Wall because they took down Shy already.
Free plan here, Som getting into position for it. As we've been noting, NRG have been playing hyper-aggressive up onto the side. This time it's a bit more split in terms of the presence, just the 2 of them. It's Ethan and Som playing towards the back here. Dart needs to be broken, which it is. The knives into the hands. They spot the 1. What a shot by Mazino. Inside the smoke, though, these players just trying to play around it. They need some options. Hello, sticking all the way. NRG finding a few kills now. Up and around, Som from behind. Mazzino snapping, but it's that 1v1 and he doesn't know where Ethan is.
Oh my god, please. Thank god, Ethan.
Pretty, yes.
That was not looking pretty. That was not looking pretty.
Got the job done.
My go, Ethan, man.
I feel like neither team fully understands what's happening in these post plants right now.
Oh my god.
NRG just sticking, what, 2-3 players inside
This
of that.
is scary.
1 off site. Okay, that was a clean shot from Mazino. He had a couple of those.
Dude, Mazino.
Not too shabby, but at the end of the day, the worst
What did he eat this morning?
his smoke back site was just too much.
He's fragging out.
It's relatively even so far. There's something to be read in that previous round here, and NRG are fully aware that the money's weaker for crew.
Nice.
Lurking up onto the angle and spotting
Okay.
of Mazino, so he knew he was next up.
Bro's just farming orbs. I'm not talking about the one on the ground.
This is... It's nice work from NRG. You can tell that there's discipline. It's still they know what to look for here. But just to touch on the previous round as well, I think just a bit of presence that they're making, these fakes that are pulling the crew players to try and defend. There's something to be played for there, I think, if NRG do want to go for that a little bit more. You see them thinking about it with the Euro in play. A few of the rounds where Mada was alone, just trying to create that presence. Stacking, though, crew players up onto the site. Close quarters here for Melza, but there's not really too much he can do.
Oh.
Fake TP and a Paranoia. There's the
Caught
follow-up.
a couple there.
Yeah, wait a minute. Giving away the plot. Another fake TP. I mean, just they're in the walls of a play like that, but it's flawless. Nobody loses there.
Flawless. Flawless.
That was nice. One thing I've been noticing for NRG, especially on
This is a really good comp against double smoke comps.
well, they can't always
But-
have those deep flash into the backsides.
Yoru definitely is very strong.
They're often finding ways to combo Paranoia with that Sober Dart hitting backside. No one's breaking it. Every single A hit, I think the Dart's been able to ping at least 1 or 2 players on backside. That's something crew have to find an answer to, because, I mean, that's an eco round, but a lot of these other times, those backside players just get owned.
Big ultimate's built up again for NRG.
Ooh.
Dimensional Drift in the hands of Mada has cracked open a site numerous times now at this point. You can tell it's a clear game plan from NRG, but only sending Mada over towards A main. The rest of the team setting the sights and the goal over towards mid. This is what Harbor's good at. We know that
mid.
in fact, we've seen many teams try and use these walls to try and take that deep control of it, but they're just posturing. I think they're looking for a response from crew.
There's a lot mid, honestly.
Trying to sell a sort of an A fake here, right? Break that vent door, use the push wall. A clone just jumped to its death over off the A site so that they can set up for that B hit. And again, it's another example of NRG using some of this obfuscation to mix up crew, get them offside. But this time crew are leaning a bit heavier towards the actual hit.
50 seconds left. Deep guy for the Vipers pick committed onto the opposite side where the
Or
action's
ult
going to
up
be.
mid.
Yeah, okay, ult up mid. This will get you the information you're looking for. Paranoia sweeping through as well. Only connecting onto the 1. Mada going to be happy just to take that backside control himself. Kesnet holding on to Heaven, trying to play the retake game. plant finally coming through. Lighting a few of these players up, and we're dealing with that time. They know the one is committed. Getting up to the corner, that's FNS. Isolated on a bit of an island, but now backing away here.
I like this choice. Energy played so much on-site that now playing off is totally unexpected.
Yeah, the ult as well for this.
I suggest you move.
Time going to be burnt off the clock once more. Crew, you're running out of options quite rapidly at that. It's a well-layered approach here. All by NRG. Kills need to be had by Crew if they even stand a chance. Smokes just try and get themselves in, spamming, spraying away again, but time ticking on top of the spike. And all of these angles, the walls just trying to split up and partition all of the site away. Spamming with the bullets again. They don't know where these players might land. Nobody's got onto this in time, and it has ran entirely out for them. A good effort by Crew, but listen, when NRG were coming into it,
Yeah, their retake is very scary, but that was pretty good defense, using the harbor ult to push them, or force them to slow their push.
Had those two ults. They stacked them up at the same time. This time, it all comes in, just one after another. Ends up being a Red Bull clutch for Mata. Sniping off that kill at the end. Yeah, we'll give him credit for it. Why not? And did you know? Smiley face?
Smiley face? That killed me.
Do you think the smiley face is part of the...
Let's go, Adam.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Is that legal in America?
I don't know. That'd be a sick middle name, though. I'm not going to lie.
Various forms of punctuation in your name.
Mata, Adam, Mata.
I like that. That was a nice little injection of personality.
Brought a little joy, yeah.
My goat, Adam.
Chuckling at that.
I'm not going to lie. I found that out for the first time this week.
What?
That is named backwards.
Reverse?
Yeah.
Was that you? Did you
I just never thought of that.
Did you tell him to put that into the broadcast?
No, Liz solved that case. Regular
Still got
Sherlock
it.
Holmes.
Yeah, this is going to sweep its way through, but there's no follow-up from NRG. It's a bit of a different armor wall as well. This one is just to purely try and take heaven control. Splits it up, you can see Ethan lurking up from the side. Deep Cove as well. Second layer of things now. A drone tagging forwards. Dashed back by Kesnet, but he's being sprayed down. This is well thought out indeed. Dart and a flash at the hand. The play being made, but they were anti in the process still. Players are toppling on either side here, and it all comes down to this heaven control. Can they land these shots when it counts? Verno catching the first one. Kesnet low enough. Single shot to the head though. Bit of overkill in fashion. And Mazzino 1 HP to his name. Not a lot that he can do in this spot. Just being toyed with. TPs for the information. Scattered to the side. And this is the final round. Curtains drawn. NRG leading by 2.
Nice. Let's go. My goats.
Yeah, right? Losing that pistol round seemingly impossibly. Then going for that force up. But truthfully, I've been very impressed with how they've held in these post plants. It's clear they put work into it. Showing a lot of variety of different looks in that. And playing very nicely off one another, too.
Yeah. Good ideas in terms of how they wanted to use
Fucking hit my elbow. That shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Up into the sides here. It's NRG. You can start to see glimpses of what got them that win versus 100 Thieves. But for now, we're going to send it down to Liz, who's actually standing by with Cloud9's Vic.
Oh.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I am here with Cloud9's Vic. Obviously, you have been eliminated from the tournament. Just talk to me about the feelings of being here after being eliminated, watching the stage you could have been playing on had things turned out differently.
I think the environment's a little different from playing. You're watching instead, but
that's C9 Vic.
watching instead of playing. So.
We're talking about this season. Kind of Cloud9 came into the season with a kind of like a villain kind of assignment. Was that? But you guys performed against expectations with that. How did it feel coming into the season with that sort of assignment on y'all?
I think coming in the season and having like the community call us like underdogs, or like with roster changes we aren't very favored, but I think it gave us less pressure of playing, and it made us kind of show what our worth was in the server.
Do you think you are to be feared in stage 1?
Yes.
Fair enough. Now I want to go back a little bit to your past, because you've actually played with Mata on MXS, and we were talking about how incredible of a player that he is. We were highlighting him in the pre-show. Talk to me about what a privilege it is to play with Mata.
Yeah, not only that he's a superstar on the server, he's also such a kind and good person in real life, so I think I'm here just to support him and watch him today.
Aw, we love it. Everyone give it up for Vic. Now we're going to toss it back to the casters. The game is in your hands. Please take it away.
Yeah, Mata has been that that real difference maker for the team, honestly. They've just been building the game plans around him with the ults, but honestly just on an individual basis as well. He's got that firepower to offset any disadvantage you might have by being on Pi Watch. Listen, not going to name any names. Don't want to get too brutal, but there's 2 players on the server currently that are on Pi Watch. I will be keeping an eye on it.
There's no way he, there's no way he said that. There's no way he said that.
When you look at a guy like Mata having so many pop-off games, it feels like NRG always have had that one guy.
There's no way you said that.
So far in this one, it's been Ethan. We'll see if that changes on defense.
This is interesting by Crew. Hard committal, sniper roll, isn't it? Can't pick that one back up, just try and take that mid control up through A, looking like they want to try and go for a split here.
Yeah, it's a funky split too, because they're leaving Melzer hanging out in mid.
Circumvents the entire Vice setup, but otherwise was going to be laid down by Finesse. He's got a flash for retake though, and even winning a fight out onto Shy. Shy dropping his way back there. It's a kill onto the ball for him, but Melzer just catching a few of the rotators. Deep flash into the back of the lines, but oh my goodness! Damage done, softening up these players and just not accounting for this high ground position. They can't deal with Kesnit!
Oh my god, Kesnit.
Just another piss around. Kesnit's dropping 3.
Okay.
The inverse of the same
my god.
thing he did on the first half. I mean, that was pretty. First of all, I love Melzer hanging around in mid to catch those stragglers going for the quick rotate. And then, yeah, after, was it Mazzino gets away with murder, the flash gets the kill, runs away. No one's ready for Kesnit to be baiting him.
Not happy about
Wow.
See if they slow down around themselves. Wow.
Wow.
The weaker buys, but Crew.
Dude, that is 5 players on the B site.
That is a firing line. Doesn't matter if they've just got classics, man. You really want to square up to that. That is brave, Mazzino.
That's great. You got picked off with classics?
Running away now.
Insane.
Ooh, I actually really like this read coming out from Crew. There was a push wall on B that
active.
you'd think would be aggro, but instead the aggro is going in mid like you're talking about.
Nice. Yeah, NRG are being incredibly fluid in terms of the way they want to play this one. Finesse is still alone, isolated onto the fight. The right click's just not really blessing him here. Even a flash just blinded him up. Ethan taking away the sight from him, and the rest of the body's now flooded.
How did he live that? What is going on?
He's deep onto the side here. He needs some help.
Oh my god. You're gonna get eco'd. Whoa.
And it's all gone to pot, or has it?
Oh no.
3K.
We're 1 HP.
Players are low, and there's still chances for Mata. Drone committed, tagging him up, pushing him back and away, but entirely winnable here for NRG. Mata again, can he beat that play, mate?
No.
Single bullet would have done it.
That was a crazy eco, though.
Look, these anti-ecos are not pretty from Crew, but they are getting the job done.
Getting the job done. Can't argue with it.
Unreal. I mean, the first half, it comes down to 1 player life.
Like, look at that firing line. Oh my god.
HP, I think. And again, I liked the choice of Crew to stick around and re-hit B, reading that it was fake aggro on B, and those players are going to be moving, but NRG very nearly got themselves a chance with that walk down into mid.
Okay. It's okay. We got buys. They're pretty broke, too. They lost a lot of guns there.
Kesnit really moving.
This is quick. All the way through as well, just catching the rotates again.
I like that though. You know, we've been talking a lot about how NRG likes to call as a team, but this early type of aggro play to just bust apart what NRG's set plan was going to be. Definitely throw Ringer into the mix.
Okay.
Crew to one slow in this one.
They slowed down their push there. They got to pick off mid, but they didn't.
There's a lot of unknowns right now for NRG in terms of map control, but they do have Ethan holding aggressive A main.
When you make a play like that and you show so much in mid and get a pick, you expect your opponents to start walking somewhere to get some info back when you're down in numbers, so keeping eyes on mains is important, but NRG didn't even flinch. They're just waiting to play off all this Vise nonsense on the B site.
This is difficult if they want to try and get their way through this one. Dash to the side to avoid most of this. Thorns own teammates as Finesse just layering it down to try and stop the approach and a hit coming through. A bit of spam where that came from. There's 30 seconds left and you're trying to pivot. You've got no main control, you've got no mid control.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan's walked all the way up into main, and he's been lights out so far today.
And this is an aggro angle from him. He's getting all the info that they are heading towards him. Knives out. Ow, he's going to land these kills still, but the Trader's on site and they're losing players all over the place.
I mean, Melzer's just run up mid.
There's 14 seconds left. Getting the jog on some, though. Has to be a player to stop them in their tracks. Wall down, isolates the one fight, instantaneous with the repeat, and now leaves it all down to Mada once more. This guy is always left to pick up the pieces. The 2v1, walls up, but will be dropping down. Shy with a reposition, opens up the angle, but a snap. And a flick of the wrist from Mada. Now to the 1v1 once more, him versus Meltzer. A lot to account for in terms of that positioning. Flash up and over towards
No.
tucks to the corner.
Oh, it's been so close. These fights are so close, man.
What a nail biter from Crew. I thought for a second I was going to have to scream melons, but they made that mad dash over to the A site. And then here, not getting hit by the flash, playing all the way in the corner.
Some might be kicking himself, honestly, but I don't hate him trying to take a fight there as the plant's going down. It's a messy scenario. Shy was on point, I believe, at the trade.
And that puts NRG into a miserable bye here. They're failing to defeat the bonus. So they throw a push wall of their own down mid. Looks like Mata wants to get a little bit active, but even then, it's just going to be forced to dip on out of here if he gets spotted out by this drone. Oh, the slow actually saves him.
Trying to break it though, it kind of spells, it spells out what they're going for. Especially with the dart being broken, you kind of suspect, I think, that Mata...
Dude, this is nail biting, man.
It's been pretty controlled from Crew so far. Really expecting some kind of aggro. Oh no! This poor guy. I mean, he's stuck there. He needs to smoke himself out, he thinks, to get across, but there's not time.
Oh, what happened there?
Yep.
Did he just get mollied?
Wasted, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit of money wasted.
Okay, it's the only play to try and stay alive.
Okay, so...
They'll take everything they can get. Mada is hyper committed onto this angle. Has the TP, of course, to get himself out, but honestly, this might
he doesn't have the TP.
Not anymore yet. Suppression. No abilities to be used for you right now, but are they even going to clear this angle? No one's watching it at all, and this guy is a menace right now. Snap to the side, though. Verso finally gets the sight line onto him. Puts him in his place here. 3 players grouped up. Just the Sheriff to work with in the hands of Verno. Hard enough as it is.
I like this from Crew. They've just left Mazzino backside. He's got a flash to work with. The rest of the team can spam away with this Outlaw.
Still one smoke to potentially get themselves in. Tapping away though. Rifle in hand. A bit of running gun in that play, but yeah, Mazzino takes him lovely towards the back of the site here. This is Crew now steadily accruing up that lead. 9-7. To the 2 rounds. Economy.
Cameras.
Nice. That was clean. Talk about flicks. Zeno didn't even need this flashback here, but honestly, if I'm NRG, trying to bounce back after losing that low buy, I'm thinking there are some holes in the attack of Crew in terms of how they're scaling into sites. We've seen in their games previously. Even there's that.
It's okay. It happens. It's fine. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
There's ways to either disrespect some of the smokes that Crew are throwing you, or finding angles, timings you can get in front, and start challenging Crew once Kesnet's already past you. Because I think Crew, as they scale into sites, if Kesnet's past an angle, they're not so concerned about those anymore.
Yeah.
Hello?
Synergy. Dig deep and think about those adjustments, possibly what you were talking about. Find those cheeky timings and angles. Past some of the smokes that are being thrown out.
Why is it not working?
It's been relatively, I don't know, kind of cautious, slow from Crew so far. They've just been going through the motions almost with Abyss as a map, just see if they can poke and prod and get those picks. One of 2 teams that have made it to every Champions tournament, the other is Fnatic. Now listen, Champs is a way off.
Yeah, that's many months away, many moons.
It's a while off, but it's still relevant, kind of.
Kind of. There's like a Masters. I think we have to crown an America's kickoff champion first.
There's a few things we're gonna do before that. But there's a lot of history with this org, I think, is the point to be made of that. And Crew.
There we go.
Actually, since Valorant has been a competitive title, they've always been there, making a name for themselves.
Mata's got the op in hand this round, and NRG desperately need this one.
Yeah, the operator really the thing that's going to be safe?
My feet are fucking cold.
It is kind of a big band-aid, I think.
I'm about to put on house socks. I have house socks on. I can just use my.
Very powerful gun.
Y'all ever use house
Back
socks?
some of the like contact slow play that maybe crew have been opting into, but
Issue comes when the other team sees it, moves away from
Yeah,
it,
just
and you're
avoids
forced
it.
to retake, yeah. Now, crew still have options to scale past this one way. If Kesnet drops down his smoke to break that one, they could accelerate. They could even use an Astro pullback, but seems like they're taking it slow.
you can see how awkward it is for NRG as well. They both have to play in front
Come
of the
on.
bar. Okay, that's not being broken. That gives the game away. Players going to start rotating, and here Hunter's Fury off and around, trying to go for the play anyway. It's a paranoia. Shoots through. Players are blind, and Som capitalizes, tucks himself through, but just blinded up in a moment. And crew are winning these fights. That's still Ethan alive. Here through the back, getting cheeky with it.
30 seconds left.
A nice kill. Backs himself away as well. Wants to play the disciplined angle with the rest of his team to try and get themselves in TPs. Played it out. 2v3. Flash through the back. That's a recall star. Mel's just trying to bait some players out into the open! And the trade's in a spacing not quite there. There's 15 seconds left. Mada again. Left to do it all. He's chopped down. Noise cues, sound cues made. This is the shot though, and they're swinging right onto him. Rifle picked up. Flash up and around. To the side. But it's all a man. Up in the feed. A 4-piece in the round. And this lead is growing that much more wider.
I am telling you, Melzer is having a game right now.
Oh, yeah.
I swear, more than half the rounds crew have won. They are not in positions to have any chance to win. And he is just coming up with some insane multi-frags to make it happen. So consistently, it's him and Mazzino, shoulder to shoulder, winning in these rounds, and they're even there on stage.
Getting hyped.
Is that Melzer? That's Melzer, right? Yeah, Melzer.
That was the op round. That really took Mod out of it at the end.
Luckily for NRG, they still have money.
And they've got
Bit
some...
of threat.
I got scared.
My heart leaping out of my chest. That one too.
Yeah.
But now they know Kesnet picked up that op for attack. Stole that away from Model last round.
It's going to slow down a lot of their approaches here. I don't know if I like it as much, honestly, hasn't it? It's been pretty consistent with the rifling and had still. Oh, he sees the shot. And a jump spot as well, barely missing.
It's something Kesnet loves to do, though,
Yeah,
regardless of
he
map.
does.
Get that op, especially when you know the other team wants to op, and he loves to take that duel. Huh.
Dude, what was that? Disagreement in Tesla? Versus like, oh, op, you rifle, we'll get you in.
No.
Nope.
It's my turn. There's still 2 players that have to clear in main, though.
Aggro hold. This is what a Viper War forces you to do. They have to play this one in uncomfortable positions. Verno off to the side here. Trying to play anti-flash almost into it. Ethan can't hit that trade and he can't even TP to safety. It's a Hammer War. Stretching wide and out. Som just doing anything to try and push them back, but already to sight garnered and granted. Up and over to the opposition. Som has got a lot to do in that spot, but there is no trade in sight for that kill onto Melzer. And an ult as well offloaded. Stun's going to be rattling out and away.
Nice.
To be set up, primed and ready for a couple more kills.
No.
Here. They're not anticipating the angle. Dash, active, dodging off onto
Nice.
the Mada still there and connecting.
1v1.
Again, Mada cannot lose this. And finally, around the ghost.
Who's better? He's better. Let's go at him.
Mada, the hero at the end there.
Oh my God.
Done in the last round, finds it here. Lose that round and it's slipping away. I'm sorry, NRG wouldn't have had a chance. Amada stays composed in that moment. And this is wild because this Holter energy was terrible. Ethan was supposed to be anti-flash, somehow he still got caught off.
It's because it's improvisation. They're just not ready to go up against this Viper War. It's splitting up the site and forcing these players even forwards. You can tell how uncomfortable they are just from having to play these positions, and they're just trying to cook something up.
The Viper Wall is fucking them up.
Yeah,
I mean, not
Yeah, that's,
fudging them up.
That's not good.
It's
Listen,
freaking doing so much.
That's not good. Listen, we won't mention it. Maybe a few more times, I don't know. But listen, off in the hands of Mada. Listen, it doesn't matter what the scoreline is. What matters is you win.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, flash on through, look at that,
You can
again!
see it again!
Energy from the same position!
They are getting brutalized.
Oh.
Out in the open. It's a smoke drop down, propped up in his face, just the least expected timing, re-exploration from NRG. It's contact and walkabouts, but it's desperation inherently. They need to get a handle and a grip on this round.
It's not like crew are reinventing the wheel.
No.
And yet NRG now have to try something else. Finesse has crept all the way down into mid, but he gets timing by Melzer again. I mean, Melzer has locked down this mid space consistently throughout this half.
On their way down here, Mada steps up to it. Som also not to pick down through mid. Wait a minute, this could be doable. Res in sight though, no spam from the rest of them. An attempt to punish from Mada Plant now coming through. Som goes down to the shot keys.
What?
Where's that one getting fired to? Mada, gotta save it. Only 350 in the bank.
It's possible there could have been a snake bite thrown in there as well. I'm not quite sure, but now with the smoke going down, well, Mada's gonna get the kill on the way out, and that's important. He's holding on to the operator, and if you look at the money, NRG can't buy back in. If they're gonna stop Crew from getting 12, it's gonna have to be Mada keeping this op alive.
Yeah. For any chance of it here, I don't think it's a coincidence though. As soon as Kesnet gets off that attack side operator, they can speed it up and find another round under their belt. This will be 11 now. It's always just felt like Crew.
Very scary. Very scary. Very scary.
It really has, and also, like, look, playing the defensive side of Abyss is no easy matter.
Where's my phone?
It's shocking how
I
consistent
realize I don't have my phone.
has been in
Where's my phone?
for NRG. They've been trying to just
do about it.
Yeah, they've been dropping down this Omen smoke and just playing right behind it. I almost wonder if
I lost my phone.
more
I
aggressive
don't know where.
look is the play, or just get out of that space. You got to choose one or the other, because the way it's been going, they've just been getting cleared every time by
I'll
this
be
game.
right back.
Very difficult for them. Timeout. Second one here for NRG to be taken. Yapping away, trying to come up with some sort of solution.
Mid space is another thing that NRG haven't worked with too much. There's been sort of this handshake each round with some harbor push walls. You know, Crew have been throwing that Viper orb into top mid pretty consistently. But apart from that one round where Crew just sort of, you know, dive bombed all the way forward with Kesnet to find that pick and get out, I don't think NRG have really tested that space too much.
That's a good point. I mean, listen, the harbor wall, it affords you that luxury that you can just put a deep wall all the way down through mid. You can control a lot of the angles. You can take control deep. I mean, Leviathan were doing that pretty consistently last year in Americas when they were running the harbor on this map.
This isn't the first time NRG have played the comp either. They played in Soup League to win that. We've seen this played across the pond with Sadak on Carmine Corp.
Yeah. They had some very cool ideas, actually. The way they were opting into it.
It was always fighting through those walls, right? And I think because NRG have shown a lot of those harbor walls, and they haven't had that aggressive look with it, maybe Crew were a little bit on their back foot. Maybe they're not expecting it so much. I'd certainly like to see NRG fight into mid more.
Yeah. Looking scary.
Adjustments to be made here.
11-8.
All the way off. Completely away from the
Look at
site
that
and a deep
harbor wall.
mid play and push and committing. Oh my, seeing that one just the other day here. Hunter's Fury. Now
Wait, why didn't he just cancel?
Zeno, but his kills have toppled in the favor of Crew. Deep dart now in through the back of the site. Nice one committed. 2 players up and over it with a drone in their face. Finesse. I want to try and take that time in his horns in his face.
Oh.
But no kill to be found up and over the top. That's Verno. But he is done and dusted.
3.
Left, just holding
Probably gonna save it.
the artifact of an op. Feels like it sometimes. Not the weapon of choice. Barely missing the timing, but just gets right over the line. But creeping up from behind. That's Mazzino. Puts them up to 12. 1 round away.
Okay, I missed it.
Or second map, I should say, that Crew have ever won against an FNS-led team.
And Crew have only dropped a round this half, Brent. Like,
they've been on one.
They were fully prepared for this aggro look. Sort of looked like, I think it was EG that ran it with that Omen ultimate all the way back into spawn. Read that perfectly. Had the player in A main that swings through the hard wall to kill.
Yeah.
What was that? Mata sprinting down into mid. Just no chance. NRG couldn't do anything there.
What a great read as well. Just understanding of what NRG we were going for. The back end of the timeout.
So here again, utility traded into mid. This time though, NRG not gonna try that again.
Oh, they know what device is as well.
Good news is NRG have this walk up. Maybe they can do something with this. It's their rifles.
Ethan's been dropped. Mada is hyper committed. The knives are out. Just catches the wall.
Oh.
Trade in sight though for Shy. Is it enough?
3v3.
Already put down the harbor wall. He's being able to flood into the
Shy's tagged.
being called in.
Astro Wall getting called in.
He's got a real chance to stay alive.
He could definitely do something. Spell defeat here out for Crew, but they've cut noise entirely. They're just waiting for this wall to drop down.
They're fully walking out with it.
And dissipate.
Now NRG are second guessing themselves.
Deep Knife getting the tag. They know that at least one player is in the surrounding areas. And Snappy again trades. Picture perfect from Shy. He's been on top of it. It's that more supportive player and roll. Deep drone into the back now. That is going to be a Steel Gardener, but a pit to play in gives you that peace of mind. Volley out towards the back. Dart not seeing too much. Bit of random spam at play. But do you dare wade into this one? Shorty in hand. Creeping and crawling out through the back sections. Committing, Mazzino onto the plan. Finesse is walking a tightrope, weaving in and out. Shy doesn't take that shot. Has a rifle to play with as well, just trying to chase this guy down. Decay damage. Narrowly dropping. Shy seals it all up. It's a 4-piece. And a Red Bull clutch to finalize that. This is Crew leading in the series.
Damn.
From Crew. Just insanity. And here, having the presence of mind to slow things down with the Astral. So it's just Psalm left on site.
That was nice.
And then also they've got 2 shorties to counter the Steel Garden because they have a Viper's Pit. So it doesn't even matter that ult hit them. They're comfortable to play
The Viper's Pit.
Just a beautiful way to close out map 1.
I hard agree. And listen, honestly, just the composition, the Viper just being inserted. Listen, Shy didn't drop the highest amount of numbers towards the end, but the Viper was the difference maker in my mind. I mean, it threw NRG for a loop.
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of Viper play competitive play right now. Viper is still strong. Very strong. Especially with like different combos.
And really, it all started with those pistol rounds, right? Kesnet finding 3Ks in both pistols. Snowballing that forward. NRG's strange force in round 2.
Absolutely. Listen, it wouldn't be VCT if our expectations were just going a bit skew with. Upset in the process, of course. But brilliant display from Crew to open up things. Was that map pick? They did decide to go over to here next.
Man, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Den City Nails. Cupert. The last time Aspas and Yay faced off was September 18th, 2022. Wow.
So help me God, if I ever see 2 of you fucking push spawn on Eco Round again, so help me God, you see another fucking day on this fucking team. You little kids are gonna troll when I'm coaching?
Yeah, this photo from John Cutie, my goat. Jesus. My goat. And this cameraman on the table, what? I forgot my headphones, I can't work in these conditions. What the fuck? I mean, what the fun? You know, I've already cussed like so many times. Fudgeton. No. Be right back. Actually, you know, I don't like. There you go. Oh, my parents are back.
Americas, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's definitely more difficult than last year. Every team improved. All the rosters look very strong. Anyone?
Americas or international?
Americas, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's definitely more difficult than last year. Every team improved. All the rosters look very strong. Anyone can win on any given day. You just need to show up 100% and like be ready to win for sure.
Then why is Sentinels going to go all the way?
Because we're the best.
That's it. You're simply the best.
Yeah.
Well, the fans certainly believe it. Now, one last question for you. I think maybe there are a lot of people, like when you went to Champions, you were considered, you know, the most overrated team. You made it to 4th. Would you like to say anything to those who still doubt Sen and Sen City?
I mean, the results speaks for themselves. Like I don't feel like I need to say anything, but yeah. I mean, Sentinels were in Americas. We know that.
Okay. How does that sound, you guys? Sound good?
Real.
Well, thank you so much, John. Give it up for John Cutie one more time,
Thank you.
everyone. We're going to head to a break, but stay right there because it's G2 versus Lev.
Tell you about my boy Mazzino, and nobody believed.
No.
But here we are.
Caught a 5-0. Caught a 5-0 over
saying.
here. This is too much.
I mean, run the VODs. Don't run the VODs. Don't run the VODs.
Run the VODs.
It came down to that, though. It came down to that to say what we prefaced towards this first map, that you needed all 5 of them to really connect going into this game. It's not just Kezit having to go through a highlight reel. It's not just having Mazzino going into clutches or Melvin going to clutches and everybody else kind of falling asleep at the wheel. There was a good cohesion going through, and what Adam was mentioning before, that there was deep preparation against Energy here, it definitely showed.
Yeah, and it really paid off as well in some of these pistols because, I mean, just look at like what's going on here, right? You start things off and you're like, wait a minute, this is looking good for Energy, and then out of nowhere, these guys are just winning the pistols by brute force. They're pushing through, not caring about their opponent, and Doug, you had mentioned before that the thing that teams like Crew like to do is sometimes the kryptonite for players and IGLs like finesse.
You just full send and you fight, and look, either you're going to win the gunfight or not. And I think when it comes down to that, as we saw in the pistol, that 3K is a really good example of that. Kesnet didn't take a single bit of damage. Standing top Jenny, facing 3, wide open, no dash, nothing, doesn't get hit once.
Yeah.
Right? And I think they want to fight, and it worked.
Full sending was something that was huge too, because if you're looking at how Crew got a lot of their rounds on defense, was a lot about these retakes and defuses after killing
and
everybody.
Big part was Mazzino as well.
They were so good going at that. And exactly, Mazzino was definitely one of the key components going to that because he was at double digits in terms of assists. I think 14 assists, 20 kills, but for him to initiate, engage, you have to give it the sight. Be so hard to hold here as an anchor on this map. So to work together for that was great.
Yeah, it really was impressive to see Crew walk away with that win the way that they did. But now let's hear from Coach Bonker and how NRG is looking to bounce back.
School you about that.
You're the Bonker of NRG. It was their map pick. They ran away with it. But I want to talk to you about the Viper. We seem to think that the Viper may have thrown you guys off a little bit. That wasn't what you prepared for. Was the Viper an issue for you guys moving into Abyss?
No, not at all. We prepared for the Viper. We were very confident that they were going to play the Viper. But also, if they would have played the Cypher instead, we had a game plan for that as well, but it wasn't a problem.
Best luck on map 2.
Going on to that point when he felt like they were prepared for Viper, I think it's kind of true because at some point Shy was like at 2 and 10.
Yes.
He finished like at 8 kills, but the most important kills was at that 4K clutch towards the end. So I mean, at some point the firepower is gonna shine, and then he's gonna get those moments. But if not, at least the game plan to shut down the Viper was still good.
Yeah, it did work, but
Bonker's response there felt very close to chest. Right?
Yes.
There wasn't really anything that he chose to divulge beyond that, other than nope, wasn't a problem. We were prepped for Cypher as well.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting way to approach that question.
For sure. But you know what though, I think he
Dude. Starting up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't complain.
We'll see. We're going into Haven. We're getting some glimpses as well. If you've
Haven.
got acute eyes. I don't. Mine are failing, but you might be able to catch a glimpse and a bit of a spoiler at some of the comps that we've been playing, but we can see them here now. Pretty standard stuff.
I feel like Crew have never changed their comp here on Haven.
Yeah.
It's for
Same comp.
Play all the standard stuff and just open up as many opportunities as possible for this guy to dominate you.
What's different about NRG's?
So NRG's side of things here. Mada on the Neon.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, seen experimentation from this NRG team before on this map. No strangers to it. And I'm not sure, listen, I'm frantically pulling up the previous times they've been playing this recently. Just to see if they have been playing the Neon as well. And it is a comp they've been running quite often.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm still, even post Neon nerfs, I'm a big fan of the agent in general. And still on Haven. It is a bit unfortunate you don't have like the verticality you can dive into. You're less powerful with the operator, but in terms of running execs and also those fast rotates on defense, it'd be very effective at flexing your spot around the map.
Gives you the opportunity to really break some of those timings. But for NRG, they're gonna have to pick up some of the pieces because they're coming off the back of a map 1 defeat. This is gonna be their territory. They chose to come here.
Kesnet has dominated the pistols so far in this series.
He has. Here's the drone. He's just trying to break it out early. Expending every
Scary.
bullet almost there. Dashing away. Mada is happy to take up that position once more.
Wow, even the stun coming in so Kesnet could take that line down long, but I really like how Mada snuck in here. He's on his own, but he's got a great timing up short, and if he just kept going, there is no one to stop him.
Oh, he's fully broken the timings, and Kesnet none the wiser. Patience, discipline, being held. Oh my goodness. Under control though, it's all good, it's all good. Mada has cracked open the A site, and it's a frantic approach now from Crew.
It's a wild round because NRG were originally just going to use him as a fake or maybe a late lurk, but finding that kill changed everything. Keep your eyes on Crew though. 3 players have run into mid to get a flank going on.
Deep Smoke's placed down. It's Crew posturing like they could be trying to Got some players back in with a smoke like that. Still, just spotting the one. Verno's got to keep an eye onto it. Shock darts up and over. Dart to the side as well. A lot to deal with. He can't quite handle it. What a util just being thrown in his face. Up from heaven, Mazzino smoked and away from that angle. I'll flip that sight around, but it's still a lot to clear. No one is accounting for the heaven drop out. Weaving in and out. It's all Ethan now. He's going to do a lot from that spot, but Mada again into this spot here.
No.
It's not enough.
Wait, what happened?
Puts up monstrous numbers, but it's Crew putting their best foot forward with another pistol round win.
He just got collapsed on.
It's just it's Groundhog Day every single pistol round. This series has been the same thing. NRG in an impossible to lose situation, and then somehow we're dropping out of heaven with no one watching.
No eyes on it.
For Mazzino.
That is messy. Some might say muddy. Don't know if we're getting into territory like that, but glue metaphors that were being used. I think that's the current trend.
Aye. Truthfully, though, NRG had such high expectations. It's a bit shocking, these rounds slipping away. But it's a force for NRG again, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Just trying to take fight straight to them. Important that they win this one, but they've sent Mada in to basically die by himself. Maybe hoping he could catch one of the Anchor into B players. A lot of util again expended out towards the A site. NRG trying to make their way in. Caged across into a lot of this one here, but just spamming away with the stingers. There's no real clear game plan, man. This is just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, they really thought that fake into B was going to do more, but Melzer took care of business on his own with the paranoia. All those A players just stuck to their guns and held onto the site. It's a really strange position now. And even with Verno trying to go over into the C site, he's going to end up running into trips or that camera down C long. Not much of a chance here for him.
Yeah, he will have an open site at least, working for him. Crew in this spot just stacking up towards A, making sure they don't give away any solo fights. Chances for Verno to get back into it. Happy to play the retake, but they see that dart on their minimap. Middle of the plant, Verno not really able to get into a forward position. This is going to be a tough ask of him. Melzer probably going to be the first to take that contact as he is the lowest player. The rest of them just swinging straight from behind.
I am really shocked by this from NRG. Clearly, their read has been that they can win these rounds on the force by round 2. Not sure if it's just a thing they feel comfortable on because they got, I mean, obviously because they got the plant down, but maybe thinking that Kesnet is always going for this outlaw. They think they can overwhelm him. He can only get 2 shots off.
But it just, if you think he's going for the outlaw, wouldn't that prioritize you?
You'd think.
Saving money so you can get full armor rather than just trying to go down to half armor all the time. I mean, it's a head scratcher. I mean, it screams of a bit of disrespect, maybe not realizing where things are going wrong ever so slightly. Listen, NRG have got hitters on that team. They can shoot back with a lot of that roster. But this is Crew setting themselves up nice and pretty. NRG
not looking so good
into this one as they did just kind of topple the economy.
I would say the good news for NRG is even though after these 2 losses, it's not like Crew are snowballing in the ult game ahead of them. It's relatively even when you're looking at those power ults of the Breach Sova on both sides.
I've seen this one before, at least on Abyss. NRG trying to farm up. Yeah, okay, little jump spot, seeing where the cam is.
So far, wherever Mada's been, it has not been the hit. Mada has just been the complete fake out. Although, yeah, Kesnet walking up into A lobby. It's going to be a permanent problem for NRG because they'd have to spend money to use a drone here to clear that out if they wanted to.
Smoke. Oh, he sees just a shoulder.
It's just a bad smoke.
He has to respect this though. He'll have to play backwards. Doesn't know if anybody else is lurking up, so he has to call for reinforcements as well. But NRG set the sights over towards B.
Yeah, and it's a full stun, vertical stun from backside from Mazzino, so you're not getting in there. Let's try A. Okay, let's not do that. Okay,
yeah,
maybe garage.
What is the pivot?
Oh no, there's a forward trip on us there.
Okay, broken swing.
Okay, C long. Let's go C long. There can't be anyone there. Uh oh, there's a Cypher there.
Yep.
Uh oh, there's a breach.
Siphon softened. Yeah, okay. Play's putting a stop to it. So NRG can finally play an honest game after this. At least get some guns into their hands that potentially win them around.
Very hard, very hard.
So far from what I'm seeing, it's... I don't know. What? Attack side
Mod
off.
is opping. Okay,
Oh,
to be fair,
he swapped it back.
Okay, I was gonna say, to be fair, he is only one off of the ultimate, which gives them some better options,
That's
and he
true.
knows that Kesnet, I believe, still has that outlaw in hand, so not
They're
so bad
pinging
going
out
for the
on the
fight.
minimap right now as well, the unbreakable trip position.
That one down C-long.
Yeah, but they're actually doing it a bit further forward.
Wait, that's a breakable trip.
Yeah, it's very breakable, but... Oh my, okay. Listen, Outlaw in hand, a lot of targets onto half arm. It doesn't really matter for Kesnet, apparently. He's all headshots today. Well respected, though. Keep up the sight. Dart just tagging up. A few straight.
Oh my God.
Kesnet barely surviving.
Finesse will be so important in this round. There's no trip spawning him out in mid. He's got a great timing to pinch into the back of Crew here and win this critical round for NRG.
He's revealed his hands.
We dinked Kesnet.
A little bit too early! Oh my goodness, the bullet's going all over the place. The paranoia is excellent. And it's just sweeping right through the man. NRG.
NRG, what is happening?
Listen, it's the Vamos that went around the world, man. I'm hearing it. This is Crew here to play, but NRG, dare I say, not really turning up.
I mean, this headshot, that was almost a collat, Brent. And then Finesse.
What's going on? Surely you want the distraction of the side players there for Finesse to get a backstab going. I don't understand why he's maybe feeling like the footsteps are going and he can take that timing, but there's a lot going wrong there.
It's hard to say. I think he took a shot against Kesnet in mid. I don't know if he missed or it was like a dink or something through the wall. Didn't quite see his HP, but yeah.
Timeout called. I mean,
clearly. You also have a situation where on site, there's 3 players in a line default getting triple paranoid.
Bro, NRG haven't played an honest round yet. They played like a pistol, they forced, they lost it, an eco. That was the last round they played. They haven't got a lot to work with. This is a timeout taken for not tactical reasons, I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some adjustments because they have been working the map. They know, roughly where, the setup's going to be in terms of where you're putting the cypher trips, I guess. But yeah, it's a rough one for NRG. It really is.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm looking at from NRG's perspective coming to this timeout, you are looking for tactics. What I've noticed so far from Crew is their A side has been relatively light. Thus far, it's been the Jet up there mostly.
Yeah.
And they've shown some util early, but then they've moved and been stacking 2 players on B, a couple towards Garage in those rounds. So I think NRG may be thinking back to the pistol round, to the round 3, where they got players all the way up into sewers. Might want to start challenging that area of the map again.
It might be onto something as well, by the looks of it. And normally, back side of NRG's timeouts, Crew have had a good adjustment or a good read, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of what to do to put a stop to. We saw it on Abyss. Here, just a fault line.
But they
Potentially
also,
a dart as well.
They do have that Cypher trip on A long that we saw back in the pistol round of round 2. They dipped into.
Mata breaks the timing though at a fault line, so he's going to get straight past the potential stun. Dart clears most of A long too. Still, as you mentioned, A long trip.
Yeah, NRG are really expecting a refight into long right now. That's why they made so much noise and then froze, and are playing in positions where Psalm wouldn't be hit by a flash, making sure multiple players can't be stunned at the same time. But Crew, contrary to NRG's expectations, have done nothing. They've just rotated a Sova over here and are waiting for someone to walk in.
We're almost down to that minute mark. Drone was expended earlier from NRG, traded out now by Crew, gets some.
Garage. Wait, what happened? No.
Where's this one being offloaded? Just from the trip being
What happened?
broken, it's...
What is happening?
Crew think that it's an A hit because...
Oh my god, what is happening to my Wi-Fi?
Stack on C.
It just like exploded.
Yeah, I mean, just jumping around, Mata's making all the noise into the world, and you're right. The Crew players have already ran over towards A. This is just chaotic, really, at its best. Mata...
Yo, what happened to my Wi-Fi?
Nice and all, but there's no targets to really try and fry.
Yo, my Wi-Fi is dying. Hello?
Now he can
That's so live?
Boost up the next. Look at Garage, though.
They missed the timing.
Hold on.
It's a Garage fight
Ethan!
yet. Melza dropped in his place. Ethan and Verno just colliding and clashing straight into them. Kesnet, though, the bullet to the back of Som just when he was not expecting it. Deep up, tucked onto the side. Players on through main, need to try and defend them. Dodging, weaving this way and that. Verno can't survive for much longer, though. Still 2v2. Getting off onto the side here.
Nice.
Versus onto that forward angle, double swing in the face. And the play,
Thank God.
finally. It's NRG winning a round out on this map.
There we go. NRG on the board, and it comes off that Garage fight. Again, Ethan has been pretty stellar in a few of these rounds. Back on Abyss, he was the sole reason, I think, why that first half went so well for NRG. Here it's that walking back into the space. Those players sort of coming one by one.
Yo.
Out of window. And just getting in front of Crew's retake, I think, has been effective previously in this series.
Grouped up though. 5 players of NRG looking over towards C. It's a trip.
I'm about to get angry.
In Crew, I'm gonna try and fight this one too for Nail, but not really finding any targets. Sitting ducks potentially to the front of the site. It's a quick pivot from NRG.
Yeah, NRG have to go into A because you can't stop and re-hit C because you just use so much util. Clearing out that up again would not be easy. That said, the rotates have already started coming in from Crew. Mazino's going to have a stun online pretty soon as well. I don't know if NRG can full excel into this.
Yeah, and Averso smoking his face. He knows what's occurring.
He has the stun again.
It's already there. Stun, swinging straight into it. It needs to be supplemented with a little bit more. There's damage done to a few of these players. The counter spam is good. Kesnet there with the knives. Smoke at his feet just to try and buy them a bit of safety. 3 versus 3. Plan has to be stuck here. How about Ethan? Front line back online for him. Can try and slow down his approach. The paranoia. Be traded out evenly for it. Smokes into the face of these Crew players. Gonna be finding it hard to get damage done, but Kesnet, Sky, is a wrecking ball man, just absolutely lighting them all up. 5-1 being that scoreline. This is Crew. They're on an onslaught, man.
Man.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Man, oh man.
There are 4 people in the back row right now hitting a higher decibel than all of the NRG fans in this studio, Brent.
It's almost like a library. Take me back to the lock-in finals. But Crew, they got that confidence, man. The way that they're taking these fights, it's rapid as well, trying to flood defend in. They're being mobile. Always following the action.
Go, go, go.
It's a rifle in the hands of Mada, putting their hopes and dreams into just his hands, as the rest of the money just really isn't ideal for it. Dart gets the tag. Players are up. Averso could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, calling it a ton of breach utility just to get these players from Crew back on site.
Players are on. They want to try and square up to it. Straight up into the smoke as well. God almighty, target-rich environment doesn't even sell it properly. God damn, Mazino. Listen, we love a good eco ace. We do love a good eco ace.
Unreal Mazino, hero of the last round. Now he's coming away with the iBuy power ace. Just gnarly. I mean, they're just running at him one by one. He's tracking them through the smokes, flashing them both himself too. Impressive work.
You can follow iBuy Power on social media as well. Hashtag unlock your ace. Chance to win multiple prizes, and already the round's beginning. We are 4 seconds in. Clash to be had. One of the first rounds where Kesnet isn't really just holding down the ace out by himself. Instead, this time it's the Averso.
NRG really worried about the op purchase, using the
Tag side up to see if they can pull it all apart here.
I'll be right back.
Control. It's a straight up 1v1.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for sure. Ness's timing needs to be taken when the rest of his team can potentially get back up onto the site. Walls propped up, Aftershock to try and push them back and away. NRG are not committing.
But they're going to have to.
Deep Anchor Smoke, Paranoia now sweeping through, and this time to the util! Averso, he's dominated the angle with that short control. The rest of his team, it gives them that peace of mind and safety to get straight back in and make this defense possible. They swarmed it now. Entirely up onto the site, reveals across the board. How the hell are you getting away with that, McCom? At least some, I should say. A lot to do into that spot. Not enough resources or firepower to do it. 7-1, man. 7-1.
The Crew have just scattered NRG. I mean, in this round, they get info 5 players over towards A lobby. So their Omens walked all the way down in C. Crew can stack into the site. winning that fight down short with Adverso too, just full running and gunning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just disrespectful. But it makes the round straight up unplayable for NRG.
It's going to be a short day, potentially. Listen at this rate.
Who would have thought that?
The way the maps are going. Timeout force from NRG. Second one?
Yeah.
A double 2-0.
And I'm sorry, but we are 8 rounds into the game, and Melzer has died 1 time.
Yeah. He's on one. He's
9 and
on
1. Huh.
This is more than adjustments that need to be made for NRG, I think, at this point, because rushing into a lot of these plays, they're just gaps, I think, in terms of what they're trying to go for overall. Yeah. Credit to Crew for capitalize on it. Listen, takes still a good team, I think, to be able to jump on the opportunities when you are handed them.
Seemed like NRG really thought that their straight-up side hits were going to be able to overwhelm Crew, and I think if you'd looked at some of Crew's VODs, okay, maybe you could see that where certain piece of utility not being, you know, turned away from, or Silver Darts being broken, maybe you think, yeah, we can get in there, it can be no problem, but they've been stalled out too early on, and again, it doesn't look like a real strategic shift. They probably want to send more players into short, or have Mata end up re-clearing, wrapping around long back into short.
Yeah.
That has to change, even if it's going to be another full send.
The attack side op has not worked for them this time. It's Rifles, half armor, Guardian in play, scrapping together by Deep Smoke Adverso. You really disrespecting this? You've lit up multiple players, man. You know that they're taking a lobby. He doesn't care.
He's up 7-1. You know, it's working for him. He's not gonna pause.
Yeah.
Now, I do like the NRG show that heavy presence, but this time are working into mid. Problem is, Keznet's been holding this op in mid the last couple of rounds. No one's been there, so they don't actually know that the op is lying in wait.
They found my wire.
Oh, no way. There's no way at all. Shy's right from behind. It's a dagger to the back for Verno.
How do Crew just find every angle?
It's crazy.
The round NRG finally separate. Crew are just walking at them.
Reading these adjustments to a degree as well, just understanding that NRG, okay, well, they haven't been breaking any of our Cypher util that we've had spread across the map. Out of the timeout, slower pace for NRG called. Probably going to make an attempt for it, and Shy just finds the gap.
So now Finesse calls a freestyle round. Like, can I find something down C?
Yeah, it's...
Our Spike is going to group up with teammates back into mid.
It's a Scooby-Doo round, that's how I like to call it. Everyone's split up and just try and get anything done.
Literally. Even throwing that front B smoke to be like, hey, maybe we could be lurking here. They're trying to bolt players, but Crew are not fooled.
Well, they're going to go into the C split. Anchoring, tough position. So there, could have potentially got a lot done. This is NRG. Okay, pressure's on and mounting, but sometimes that's when you perform at best.
Nice.
Swept away.
Good entry.
Just like that. NRG set themselves up now to the
Come on, energy.
twos.
Ooh, nice.
Tagged up, Mazzino trying to get ahead of the time when he was tagged up by him. Maybe there was a chance for it. Adverso might still want to go for this. You've got the money. You're one away from the ult. Might as well. Eco damage also pretty important, considering how much NRG have been against the ropes. But honestly, Lurk coming through, knife out. Nice and simple for Mata. 7-2. 7-2.
Let's go! Come on, energy. Get the energy back in.
NRG, I mean, credit to them to find a way out of this round. Mata getting a couple of critical kills there. It is funny, though, the other round that NRG also came down to a big that was in a post plant.
Bro.
That area of the map is working out for them.
Yeah, nice amount of ults as well. War chest is filled up for NRG. If there's a chance to start stringing together a few more rounds where that came from, it's here and now.
First look at an op down short, though. Keznet's got that. Pushed back, and no one to break the dart.
A heavy emphasis by Crew being placed over towards A as well. Normally playing with just one player here, but NRG are nowhere near.
Yeah, remember, Crew have never shown the refight into A just yet, so this time seeing that drone, NRG quickly accelerating into Garage. Melzer right in the corner,
Melzer's
and he gets it!
Ethan's there, quick on the trigger, just trying to trade this one.
Nice.
He threw into the back of the site. And Verno,
Push this arm.
a bit of extra firepower. This is the C site now cracked open.
It looks really bad.
It's Garage. That's what's been working for NRG. And again, Finesse is waiting there. He's got a trip in window. Now the ult to push players off the spike.
Hunter's Fury.
Oh my god.
Just to try and slow a player down. It's a bit instinctual from Crew.
What's happening? What's making my internet go? What? What?
Leaves openings if the discipline isn't quite there, and NRG are just trying to hold this one down. It needs to be a little bit of coverage surely for Verno to try and at least stick this one. You're losing gunfights up onto long. The players are already into the site. Oh.
What? How did we lose that? Oh my god, dude. Also, dude, I'm gonna get pissed. Why can't I watch this?
Along, get the spike down at the same time. They thought they had 3 extra seconds. They absolutely did not.
Just losing these critical fights. The overall game plan has started around, I mean, listen, reel your mind back, but it started similar to how NRG won that prior. Trying to go for the slow play, a bit of A presence. And then moving back over towards Garage, breaking some of the util as well, trying to force these fights out.
I'm sorry, Brent. Crew won 63% of 4v5s they had.
Why is it so laggy? Why is it? This internet is really bad. Holy crap, bro. You guys are seeing this, right? I can't watch my game.
We needed that.
Hold on, there's a flanking window. Kesnet pushed all the way out into long and has an off.
Pading doesn't look like any time soon. The rest of his team, NRG, happy to play up close and personal now onto the side. But he's giving good information for the rest of his team. They're going to know that they're playing this one aggressively at first, so you can see patience with the play that he's playing. This is all just from Kesnet taking this forward position. Util out into the hands. Mada already got through for the troubles. Can he make it a little bit better here? NRG, aggro, the aggression, kills toppled here, and damage done to the final few players. It's Verno closed out.
NRG.
8-3, there's one more chance.
One more.
Potentially round out the scoreline here for NRG.
It's been a whole lot more competitive after that second half. That second timeout, rather. Even with Som TPing up there. Mata with a good flash comboed into backside. Sliding out there with the zappy hands.
Kills toppled here.
And now they've got a Rolling Thunder online as well. NRG could seriously put some momentum to back them up heading into the second half here. But it's going to start with a mid-walk. First time for Crew.
Straight onto the open. Fault line up. Gotta respect that one. Still dash active for Kesnet. He could go walkabouts if he really wants to, but no. Dash respects it. Aftershock. Wow. Up top. Just in case there's an Omen playing there.
That's a whole lot spent. Even a flash towards backside, trying to distract players in Garage. No one's distracted.
Yeah, Finesse is taking first contact, trying to play off of this. Drone swinging wide, skates on the feet of Ethan, but he had the shot not gone for. My God, Ethan. He's really gonna have to barrel himself and his team all the way through this. But even to bail them out.
The round is so awkward though, because NRG can't accelerate into C. They don't have long control. They've got to walk into B, and Ethan's got 2 HP.
There's a minute left. Definitely slow this one down if you want to. But
don't get audio of the backside player.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, spotted out. Mada takes that point and that contact, and now a quick move over towards the A site. Seems to be aware that Melz is not going to be really anywhere near this one, but Melz has also got tools to play with. Paranoia still. Smoke's going to be regenning. Too sure when, but at some point soon. He's got one back.
And with the HP, he only needs 3 bullets to get 2 kills.
Ult online if he wants the information on top of it. Doesn't choose to use it though, it's all contact for now. Anything to hunt out these players. Smoke to try and divide up this site. Planted in an awkward spot here. Paranoia now, he does reveal his hands and there's players towards his back now. All it takes is the first peek and the timing. Ethan.
Smoke up in 2.
He's holding his util out. He's got the fault line. Spots Mada. Stuns up, avoids, dodges it. At this point, you're running out of the Wincon stun landing, and I believe that circle is shrinking. And he knows it. Yeah, it's a bit whiffy, but listen, a bit comical. Maybe even clowny, but listen, they get the round at the end of the day.
A win's a win. We're going to take that one.
A win is a win.
A bit silly. I mean, Ethan, again, in this Garage spot, finding 3 kills. That wasn't easy at all. And importantly, staying alive with that ultimate. That made all the difference.
Okay.
It's an elimination match, by the way.
It is an elimination match, as a reminder. Yeah, it is.
I don't know if he knows that, but...
No. A lot of giggles so far, but listen, we're only just getting started. The second half coming up soon.
I think you just gotta have fun with the game, to be honest. God, how long are these matches, bro? How long have I been streaming for?
As we mentioned, yeah, it's elimination on the line here in the kickoffs of Americas. 8-4. This is Crew leading by a map already in this series. They have the advantage for now, but for NRG to claw their way back begins here with a pistol, round 13.
And so far this series, it's 0 for 3 for NRG on their pistols, and very often coming out of winning positions. Kesnet finding 3 kills miraculously and winning the round. And now NRG are coming into this round against a Kesnet who's been dropped light armor. This guy is full-on raid boss on the attacking side. It'd be very important for NRG to shut him down, and really it's Mata that would likely be fighting him solo towards the A side.
It's almost identical setup to what Crew themselves are running. Just a trip to try and hold off over towards A long. No exploration by Mata.
Yeah, good news is, from Garage Window, there could be a breach stun that helps Mata out all the way across that.
Wait, how long has I
all of short.
been offline?
Now the util though. Tripping their face. They weren't aware of this one. Yeah, gets the tag and the stun. Follows up through, off to the sides. Mata. Gotta respect this now as well. Plays himself back and away. There's a smoke. Potentially if he wanted to just try and take another peek, but no. Plays his life now for that retake.
Wow, Finesse caught a pretty killer timing in mid. There was only a camera, and Cypher was not clicked into it. So him on the flank is gonna be somewhat unexpected.
It didn't pull the paranoia though out of Mel's hands. He's got this one for the retake, but it looks like a lot of players out through heaven. Mata's already picked off the one. Rotations to be made.
That means no one to watch the flank, so Finesse's timing here is going to be immaculate.
Yeah, he's looked his way all the way back. This could be the pistol round that they needed. Util used. Trying to bait the Diversos not into this corner, and it's worked ever so slightly. Colliding and clashing. Finesse going to alloy into that spot. Verno off from the side. And they got it done. Some said it was impossible. But a pistol round for NRG, 8-5.
They made it happen. And straight up, the two major things there. Again, Cypher camera in mid. As the sight hit is going down, that's when Finesse chooses that timing to make